Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, we appreciate everybody. Also, those who are following on Instagram, TikTok, hey, man, awesome support. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. My guy, LeVar, man, right here. We're ready to chop it up. You already know it. We're ready to chop this up, man. So many things going on in the sport of boxing, and we definitely want to share it. You know what I'm saying? Hear you know what I'm saying? Hear you in the comments. Playback family, salute. We appreciate all y'all. Man, I just can't describe how much we're appreciative of all your support, the subscribers that have been subscribing lately, man. Thank you guys so much, man. LeVar, how's it going, my guy?
Big bro, what's going on, man? I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Great, bro. Last week of vacation, last couple days, I've been, chatting with you behind the scenes, and just a hectic week last week. This is like my actual real week of vacation now. So, finally get to relax a little bit, and it's freaking Friday already, bro. I cannot believe this. I have a couple days left of my precious free time. I got to go back on the grind freaking Monday, dude. So dang, man. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, so everything good on your end, man?
Yeah, man, everything's good on my end, man. It's hot over here on the East Coast, man. So you know me, man. I'm trying to stay cool. Enjoy some of the fights that's been on. Kind of sort of was dealing with my allergies early in the week. So that's why, some people might not have seen me in the chats on some of these other channels, or if they haven't seen me on Skywalker Boxing in a minute. I was just dealing with some allergies at the beginning of the week.
Yeah, good thing you're getting better, man. Definitely, you're getting better. It was
Appreciate it.
getting bad, huh? The allergies were bad, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Right on, man. Good thing you sound great. You're doing great now. Shouts out real quick, man, to Mesa Roots. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, let's got this nice hat from Mesa Roots. Shouts out to y'all. I'm gonna post it on that group. Definitely, man. So I love this hat. I love this hat. It's some people that I know over there in Arizona, LeVar, and they're pushing some merchandise, man. So good stuff, man. I had to shout them out real quick, man. Definitely. Let me get to the chat real quick, man. Those who are jumping in, we appreciate y'all, man. Chris the Plumber, we see you, my guy. Thank God so much. We're gonna chop it up, man. Oh yeah, we know it. We know it. We know he's the goat all day. Yeah, we know, bro. We know. My guy Terry Smoot, man. Hey, Wayman Davis, what's going on, bro? We're gonna chop this up, man. There's some things to talk about. There's some things. Oh, we ain't hating. You already know, bro. We know you're trolling, but we ain't hating. You already know it, bro. Last session, you were in it. You were in it, bro. Bud Floyd. Dang, you putting Bud on the top? Wow. No, bro. Wayman, what's going on? We appreciate you once again. Those who are jumping in. No, it's not. Nah, bro. Terry, I don't think. I think a lot of people are really giving the respect to Bud Crawford. We're going to talk about that in a moment. As a matter of fact, what's going on with Bud, the things that he's saying in interviews, and LeVar, the doors are opening up for Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He's getting interviews left and right on huge platforms and huge networks. All I gotta do is applaud Bud Crawford and congratulations, bro. Congratulations, champ. You proved it to the world. That's all I wanted to see. I wanted to see proof against a top-notch freaking welterweight. He did it. He did that. You know what I'm saying? So that's awesome. And I applaud what he's doing. I congratulate what he's doing right now, the success he's having, the limelight that he deserves. That's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, Terry. I think the hate it's not much anymore, you know what I'm saying? Or at least the criticisms, you know what I'm saying? It's not that bad anymore, he's getting what he deserves, which is a limelight, and that's amazing, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, and thank you guys once again, man. Those who are jumping, let me get real quick to those who are jumping in the building. We're gonna get to your chats. Anthony Johnson, what's going on, my guy? Thank you guys so much, man, for jumping in. And Lala D, where are you, queen? Okay, we're waiting for you. LeVar knows what I'm talking about. Hey.
Oh yeah, her and we already talked.
Oh, you did? You got that settled? Right on. Lala, salute to you. You'll probably be on the playback or something. I don't know, but because she says she never gets the notifications. You know how that is, man. So it's all good, man. It's all good though. Hey, all love to you, queen. You know what I'm saying? So right on, bro. We're gonna get it. Okay, man. Ladies and gentlemen, come on now. Let's be excited. Let's be excited. And this just came to my freaking mind too. There are so many topics here. LeVar, it looks like talks are getting deeper. Let's start with this, man. Let's start with it. It's not even in the freaking title of this show, but it just came to my mind right now. I love it. Benavidez and freaking Andre, LeVar, they're in talks now. Now it looks like it's getting deeper. It was mentioned, some time ago. I pushed a short on it. So it looks like, I mean, probably not going to be Morrell and David Benavidez. Of course, it's not going to be freaking Canelo. We know that. We've known that for a long time. We've known that for a long time. Let's just get the fantasy talk out of here. Unfortunately, it's fantasy talk. Benavidez and Canelo since a long time ago. Okay. We all know everybody's looking for that payday with Canelo, you know, but Benavidez, yeah, I understand he wants a payday, but he's more like he just wants to fight the best. So I respect that all day. You know what I'm saying? But we know, realistically speaking, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to fights, when it comes to two names, we know what's realistic and what's fantasy talk. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, that's just the sport of boxing, you know? So Benavidez and Canelo, we knew that wasn't going to happen for a long freaking time. Benavidez and Morrell, though, I was hoping that would happen, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Now, who's in talks? Benavidez and freaking Demetrius Andrade, okay? Looks like they're in talks. Hopefully, it's going to happen this year, okay, soon. Hopefully, we're going to get an official announcement soon. Hopefully, because these source guys, but then again, y'all already know, ladies and gentlemen, these source guys get it wrong a lot too. So, you know, they get it wrong a lot too. So, but it's being said that, you know, David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade, they're in talks. Okay, so it looks like they're getting more serious on this, man. And first and foremost, LeVar, if it goes down, what's your thing on that fight, man?
To be honest with you, I will have to go with David Benavidez just because he's been active. As some of us saw 2 weeks ago, you know, look what happens to a fighter when they're not active enough. You know what I'm saying? Boo Boo hasn't been in the ring since what, maybe a year and a half, almost 2 years.
No,
So
I think he fought. I really don't know, bro. But he's not active, generally speaking, at all.
no, and that's one thing that these fighters have to do. They have to stay active. Some people are saying, well, there's not enough money with the promoters. They don't have enough money to pay these fighters. Okay, I understand that. I get that, but at some point, you have to stay active, and y'all got to figure out a way of being able to sell a fight. You gotta get the fans wanting to come to the fight and to buy it. Boo Boo, hey man, he's been a big question mark for me. You know, even the late great Kurt Anderson, man, he said that he wasn't really sold on Boo Boo because, you know, the way that Boo Boo was moving, you know, with Matchroom. For this fight, like I said, man, activity plays a major key, man, because you're talking about timing, being able to move. I really have to favor Benavidez in this fight. Hopefully later on down the road, if this fight does become official, maybe we can give our fight prediction later on down the road. But if you're asking me, what do I think about the fight? It's a
Generally
good fight.
excited about it. Yeah, yeah. What do you?
I'm okay about it. I'm okay. You know, I wish that we can see Boo Boo more often than once in a blue moon. But you know, we already know what Benavidez can do. You know, watching him fight Caleb Plant. And this is going to be a really, really tough task for Boo Boo Andrade. You know, he really hasn't been in there with somebody on this level that where Benavidez is. So we're going to have to wait and see. And this should be what, Boo Boo's first fight at 168?
He fought. I think it was Nicholson his last fight. Nicholson, the guy that Berlanga knocked down several
Oh,
times.
Damon Nicholson. Okay, well,
I think
this
that
will be
was
his
his
second
last fight. So I think it would be his second.
Okay, well, like I said, inactivity, man, it plays a major key, man, and I get it, I got it. But these fighters, they should be staying active. Like what I said on our Twitter feed, man. These fighters should be fighting at least twice, if not 3 times a year. And if you are a champion, hey, I said this before on here. If you are a champion, if you are a belt holder, you should always be ready. Always be ready. And y'all might see me type this in the chat on some other channels. Floyd said it best. If you're already ready, you shouldn't have to get ready. So these fighters, they just got to do what they have to do. Stay professional, stay disciplined, and make sure that they stay in shape. They shouldn't be blowing up in weight like this, man. It's ridiculous because now you're in training camp. You're training to fight the scale and your opponent. Something has to give.
Major facts, and we're always big on that. We've always been big on that. It's been said out there. I don't remember who it was said from. You know, the tough thing is, it's tougher to maintain that position as opposed to getting the title. Maintaining that. You know what I'm saying? Staying ready. That's and this is what, time and time again, we bring this up, not always, but when it comes to Floyd, that's why I admire him so much, man. I know that a lot of people, I understand it. He changed the game. It seems like he directed, I don't want to say misled, maybe so. It just depends how you see it. Mayweather has maybe, just directed fighters with another mentality of this is a business, money. I get it. But at the same time, freaking Floyd, those who know Floyd and have followed him throughout his career, the pretty boy Floyd, the work ethic, the discipline throughout all his years and his whole freaking career. That's just something that's admirable. Love him or hate him, and there's just a few of those fighters out there that have that real fight spirit that we've been talking about, that we constantly mention. But Crawford was one of them, and we couldn't deny that. You know what I'm saying? Even though when I criticized him way before he fought Spence, I always admitted, you know what, but Crawford, man, he has that fight spirit. He has that discipline. He's always ready. And you got to freaking watch out for those fighters, ladies and gentlemen, who are always ready. And it's disappointing when you see champs, bro. Like you're talking about, LeVar. You see champs on the top. They make it to the top. They're there, and then they start slacking off. You can just tell. We don't have to. Watch this. We don't have to have the inside scoop always on these guys. We don't have to be part of the team and part of the entourage to get some secret information to understand these things we're talking about. You can just see, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you can just see off of social media, off the tweets, how they're moving in videos and interviews. Look at their body. Look at their demeanor. What are they doing in their outside life, outside the ring life? And you can kind of determine who's really about it and who's not, man. And you know what I'm saying? So that's facts, LeVar. That's fact. And Boo Boo Andre, the thing about him is this, man, that LeVar, it seems like he's been doing the same thing that he's been doing with Matchroom. Now he's on PBC. Right now is the time for him to go for the freaking gusto. He's at the end. He's at the end of his freaking career, man. So this fight, man, I hope it happens because this is going to be the biggest fight that Demetrius Andrade has ever had in his whole freaking career. And it's sad to say it like that, but it is what it is. Let's just be factual. I'm not going to, applaud too much. Of course, generally I do because he's a fighter. I always respect that. That's the foundation of this platform. You already know it, ladies and gentlemen. We respect all these guys, man. They come in there, they risk their freaking lives. That's always respectable. But when it comes to what we're talking about, championship level, elite, going for the best, going for legacy, Andrade, you just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And this is the fight. How old is he? I freaking don't know. But he's towards the end when it comes to boxing, okay? Let's just be realistic here. Andrade is Benavidez is the biggest name for Andrade. If this fight does not go down, according to these source guys out here talking about, okay, they're really in talks. Talks are getting deep now between Andrade and Benavidez. I hope it's true. And I hope this fight goes down because it would be wonderful for Andrade. And if he proves the world wrong, a lot of the naysayers like Bud did to Spence, that would be amazing for Andrade. He needs this fight, but are his actions showing it? I don't really see it, okay? Because he's not really active. He's doing the same thing it looks like he's been doing with Matchroom, with his guy Hearn for a long time. I don't get it. I don't know what, Demetrius Andrade is saying to freaking, Al Heyman. Hey, man, I just want to take it easy like I did Matchroom. I just want my Canelo payday. If you don't have that for me, just talk to me in another year. I don't know, but the actions are saying that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot. Yeah, go ahead, LeVar. I see you. Go ahead.
No, he's 35 years old. I just checked it a few minutes ago.
My gosh, man.
And he fought January 7th against Damon Nicholson. And I've talked to Damon Nicholson on Skywalker Boxing Channel. So, man,
salute.
So to be honest with you, that was a good step up for him. He's 35 years old, man. He's getting up there. You're right. There's gonna become a time and place where you're gonna start seeing signs of him not being elite like what he used to be. I don't know, man. That was a good fight for him. He had it January of this year. We're just going to have to wait and see what type of boo-boo shows up because, man, he's wasted a lot of his time not fighting the best guys, the elite guys out there. So Only time will tell. You know, it's like what they say. Fighters say you can't beat Father Time. Eventually, one day, Father Time will catch up to you. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm not really too thrilled about the fight. And salute to G Funky Boxing. Hey man, thanks for tuning in. He said that the worst thing about this fight is that they'll probably have it on pay per view. I hope not.
I was
I
thinking,
hope not.
speaking of that, you know what they should have done? I'm no freaking promoter. I'm not important in this thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm no matchmaker, they call him. But bro, it probably would have been better to have that in the Canelo freaking Mel undercard, bro. Co-main, freaking huge.
That's the thing, big bro. They don't. That would be
Continue, bro.
smart.
I'll be back in 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I
Continue. Go
mean,
ahead.
that's fine. I mean, that would be smart for them to do that. You know, sooner or later, Canelo's gonna have to fight Benavidez. I don't. Do I really think that Canelo's afraid of Benavidez? Absolutely not. I think time will tell. He's fighting Jamel now next. So I really think that fight could happen. I think it will happen before Canelo leaves the sport of boxing. I just right now I don't have full confidence in Bubu Andrade. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I just don't like how the way that he's moved in his whole career. I don't even think they will put him in the Hall of Fame. I'm just being honest. He hasn't been fighting the top level of competition, during his time at the weight classes he's been at. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. I really think that Benavidez will win this fight. Not saying that Boo Boo can't, but I have more confidence in David Benavidez than I do in Boo Boo Andrade. I just don't. That guy he hasn't really done anything to catch my eye like some of these other fighters. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. If it's on pay per view, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not going to buy that fight. I'm not going to. It is what it is.
No, I think a lot of people aren't, man. I think a lot of people aren't. So I don't know, how they're doing it, what's going about as far as to it being official. We'll make it very clear. It's just in talks, according to these source people out there. So we'll see. I like the fight, though, dude. I do like the fight. I like the fight because of these things we're talking about. This is Andrade's biggest step up fight. I want to see how he performs against a freaking killer in Benavidez. And I want to see Benavidez back in the ring, LeVar. I want to see him back, man. Get him back in that ring, man. Don't get. Last fight was Killer Plant. When was that fight, bro? Last year, bro? That was really Benavidez' last fight?
But yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I shout out to my boy Rick 206. I talk to him on a constant basis too, man. And he hangs out at the gym with the Benavidez's, and to be honest with you, man, they're always in the gym. David, he'll go on his vacation after a fight, and the next thing you know, he's right back into the gym sparring. Same with his brother Jose. So at the end of the day, these guys they're staying disciplined. They're doing what they got to do. They understand, the task of living that fighter's life. Finally, but to echo off of what you said earlier, the fighter that really lives that fighter's life is Bud Crawford. And like I said, in Bud we trust. He proved me wrong 2 weeks ago. I have nothing but respect. I do agree with Terry Smoot Jr. There's still some hate out there for Bud. We just got to understand the better fighter won. I think, and nothing, no disrespect to EJ, but you just cannot go that long without fighting. I don't care if EJ would have fought a C-level type of fighter, that would have been fine with me so that he can get the wrinkles out. But I do salute EJ for trying to take on that task with being an actor like the way that he was. But at the end of the day, the better man won. We all just need to come together and just give Bud his credit and give EJ their credit because they both made it happen, especially EJ. So at the end of the day, why are we disappointed? Why are we giving these fighters hate? We need to stop the hatred and actually give praise. Because if we keep getting hatred, we're not going to see the fights that we want to see. So us as the boxing fans and stuff, we need to be appreciative of the things that they're doing for us, because at the end of the day, it takes one punch to change the outcome of their life to where they can get killed in the ring. And they're doing this not only for money, but to entertain us as well. So we really need to be appreciative of all the fighters that are in our era for us to see.
Facts, and we're witnessing history, man. We're witnessing history. We're a part of it. What more do you want? You know what I'm saying? What more do you freaking want? And let's stop with the hate, like LeVar's saying, and let's stop with the freaking excuses out there, ladies and gentlemen. Stop it. Let's stop babysitting these guys, man. These guys are grown men. They're professionals. They know what they're doing. So let's just stop with the whole, like I told you, LeVar, this was, the last time we went live. I couldn't believe what I was reading. And, of course I could believe it to a certain degree because anything comes out there online. And more in the freaking boxing community, right? So I saw this right after Bud won, right? A day after or something. Some guy twitting out there, whoever it was, I don't know, right? But I just looked at it real quick glance. I was like, are you seriously, man? So stop it. Stop it. Oh, is it just me or do I see Bud's gloves loaded? It's just like, shut up, man. It's like, just stop with the excuses. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, like we're saying, LeVar, we just got to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? No hate to these guys, man. We enjoy what we see. And I'm just enjoying the ride, man. Let's get to the chat real quick. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
My thing, big bro, is this too. Everybody needs to stop saying that Spence needs to retire. Stop. Listen. Did Spence take a beating? He did, but it wasn't a bad beating. It's like what I said before. Go back and watch Diego Corrales and Castillo. Diego Corrales took a beating. Pretty much both of his eyes were shut. He ended up winning the fight, and I think they fought 2 or 3 times. But at the end of the day, he still kept fighting. Roy Jones, he got knocked out in the second fight against Tarver. What happened? They fought for a trilogy. Who are we to say that these guys need to retire? Who are we? If that man wants to get his get back, let him. That's on him. That's on him. That's like me telling you, oh, hey, dog, you need to retire from the job because you don't like it. No, you're going to stick with that job even if you don't like it because what? It pays your bills. So who am I to tell you what to do? If this man wants to get his get back, because I've been arguing with people on Twitter. You probably seen it, Renee. You probably seen it. If that man wants to get his get back, that's fine. If they go up to 54 and fight and Bud demolishes him again, hey, at least EJ tried. Let that man get his get back because if the shoe was on the other foot where EJ dominated Bud, I guarantee y'all be like, oh, Bud needs to get that get back.
Of course. It would be crazy.
Yeah, that's all I have to say, man. It's just crazy.
That's big facts. And people coming out with the weight thing. Oh, Spence lost because of the weight. That's on Spence, man.
Correct.
It is what it is. We've said that last show. It's all on him. That's him. He's a grown man. He knows what he do. These guys know what they're doing. Lomachenko, you fought freaking, let's go back a little bit. There are so many examples, but, just to make our point. Lomachenko, when he fought, what the freak was it? T.O. beat him, right? After, the shoulder injury. Okay, that's you, bro. If you knew that in the lead up to the fight, you didn't want to postpone it, that's you. Then take the loss like a man. Pacquiao, when he fought Mayweather, he lost to, it's because of my shoulder. Oh, well, why didn't you say anything at all about your shoulder and the whole lead up to the freaking fight? That's on you, buddy. Just be men about it, be adults about this stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Your facts, LeVar. It's just, it is what it is. If he wants to come back, Spence wants to come back, rematch Bud, go do it. I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to watch it. We're definitely going to talk about it in the lead up, like we always do with fights. And we're going to enjoy the ride. I love it. Wayman says here, Bud did it in a, I'm never going to forget this, Wayman. That's what I said earlier in our last show. I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life. It's just, and I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm so happy. Even though I was going for Spence, hey, the best man won, and I'm enjoying this, man. I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life. We're part of this historical, amazing event that we saw, that we witnessed, and it is what it is, Wayman. You know what I'm saying? That's big facts. In a wonderful, dominant fashion. I enjoyed the science that I saw from Bud, and that's why I love to see in that ring, the sweet science. And just these guys go at it. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have a wonderful fight this weekend. We're going to talk about that. We're just warming up the mic. We're going to be here for a minute. So y'all share this up, man. Go ahead and invite your people, man. Get up in this chat. You know what I'm saying? So, Oscar Valdez and Navarrete is going to be another one this weekend. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Love it, man. We got some fights this weekend. Wayman says here, I'll get to chat. And Bud was an absolute, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that totally. Mm-hmm. And during the fight, I mentioned this when I was calling this fight. Okay, I was calling the Bud Spence fight, and it was, I don't remember which round it was, but ding ding, the round was finished, and Bud came to Spence and dabbed his glove. Hey, boom, you know, like a real sportsman, you know, great sportsmanship from Bud Crawford and from both of them, you know. And of course, Bud being the winner, how he won, complete gentleman. Went to the corner, showed nothing but love. So, you know, that was just you can't say more than that. It was just awesome. All around awesomeness, man. I love it. Hey, G Funky, man. What's going on? I'm kind of behind the chat, but man, G Funky, go subscribe to our guy. Go subscribe to our guy right there. Family right there, man. He's supporting, man. Family. He's a real one right there, fam. He's a real one right there. That's what I'm talking about. All y'all are real ones. I appreciate y'all. Thank God so much for jumping in, man. So Wayman says here, he fought. They said, oh, that was Demetrius Andrade. Right. He has to get back in there. It's been 8 months though, man. He has to take this freaking Benavidez fight and get it on, man. I want to see this fight. I do. It's the next best thing. At least that's how I see it. You know, Andrade and this context of Andrade, what we're talking about, it's the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? So he has to put up, man. He has to put up against Benavidez. And these guys got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Wayman says here, he dropped his 160 belt and moved up. Yeah, Andrade. Talking about Andrade. Yeah, because Andrade was going to fight. I think it was Janibek. Janibek was the mandatory for. Yeah. Janibek was the mandatory for freaking Andrade. And, well, he dropped it and just moved up. Boom. So I don't know if that's a duck move. I don't do that talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that talk. But that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see Janibek freaking Andrade. I wanted to see them fight, but hey, it is what it is. He did what he did, so it is what it is, right? G Funky says here, inactivity. Yep, big facts. I'm just kind of behind the chat. LeVar got that there. So yeah, man, that's the worst thing, and that's what I don't like, LeVar. That's what I don't like. You see your champ, you know, he becomes your favorite fighter or what have you, and then they just disappear. It's like, dude, come on, bro. This is the one you should fight more. This is when all eyeballs are on you, man. You know, I'm telling you, I don't know. I get it. Fighters have their reasons, but twice a year don't cut it for me. As a fight fan, I'm speaking as a fight fan. I'm not speaking as a fighter. I'm not speaking as a point of view as a freaking manager, whatever. I'm speaking as a fight fan. 2 is not enough, man, because I want to see you more, man. I want to see you fight more. And that's what I'm saying, LeVar. Fighters, when they're at the top, man, when they're freaking champs, and that's when they should fight at least 3, because that's when all eyeballs are on you. And that's when you can take advantage. When you want to talk about business, that's when the markability is the best, man. When all eyeballs are on you, make the best of it, because that's just a little window of time, LeVar. That time is a little window of time. You know what I'm saying? When fighters are at their best and when they're at the top, it's the lit. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
But that's when if you notice in my tweet earlier this week, yeah, they can fight 3 times, but it does. I remember what I said. I think it really depends on the outcome of their fights. And that's what I put in my tweet earlier this week. You know, if you go in there, you blow out. Let's say you're fighting a guy. This is your second fight of the year, and you go in there and you blow the guy out in the first round. Why not? I mean, I get it. I got it. I understand that. Yes, your body do needs time to heal, but we've seen some of these fighters go in there and blow their guy out in the first, second round, and then they're off for the rest of the year.
Right.
So, I mean, it just all depends. You know, the guys, right. the fighters back in the day. I mean, I wish Bruce was on here. And salute to the OG Bruce Gass. Man, he'll tell you, man, fighters back in the day, man, they used to fight 3 to 4 times, maybe more than that in a year. So, I mean, granted, the money is different now, but we would just have to, you know, wait and see and see what happens.
Facts, man. Big facts. Wayman says here, this would be a second, if I'm not mistaken, with Demetrius Andrade, right? So, yeah, the first one was back in January. These guys got to get back in there, man. Wayman Davis says here, I say it depends on how much damage. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. That's what LeVar was just mentioning right now, right? It just depends how they win, how they fight, the damage they take. That's big facts, bro. Big facts. I'm speaking totally from a general standpoint. That's facts. Big facts, bro. I agree. I definitely agree, man. Because maybe they take a big beating and they got to rest. That big facts, bro. For example, Wilder, you know what I'm saying, when he fought Tyson Fury, the rematch, the beating he took, man, and I think he took a while off. I don't remember how long it was, but it was necessary. He took a while off, man, and I wasn't tripping on that at all. I never posted anything about, I got to see you back in the ring now, Wilder. No, of course not. That was totally understandable. And those kinds of fights, man, they definitely need to take a step back. For example, Ugas. It's been a long time, though, with Ugas. You should get back in there already. But, yeah, the eye thing, how Spence beat that dude, dang. And now Ugas looks like he wants to make a comeback, but you got to get back in there now. I think he's been healed up for a minute. So, yeah, it just all depends. That's big facts. Big facts, man. Big facts. Anthony Johnson says here, I wish Kurt Ah, man, every time I think of Kurt, yeah, it's like, a tear wants to come up my eyes. I was just like, dang, bro, I miss him, dude. I was thinking about him the other day. I really dearly, truly miss Kurt, man. And I always think of that, Anthony Johnson. When I think of Kurt, it's like, man, I have a lot of wishes of, I wish he would have been here now. Dang, bro. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But he's up there in heaven, and I'm sure he saw the fight. So, I'm sure he saw the fight with everyone in their heaven, right? He's like, hey, man, I told you. Yeah. For real, man. Yeah. Ricky E245, what's going on, man? Hey, what's going on? Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. And all y'all who are jumping in, thank you guys so much. Go ahead and like it up. You already know what it is, man. Thank you guys so much. What LeBar, he jumped in right there. He saw that comment. Thank you so much, LeBar, for looking out for the comments, man. He said the worst thing about this fight is that, yep. But we'll see if it comes official, right? It's not official yet, so we'll see. Hopefully, PBC will, change their minds, LeVar. Oh, you know what? Hey, it's on free TV now. Go ahead, LeVar. I see.
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, it should be. I don't see why not. You hit the nail on the head. Why not put that fight on the undercard of Canelo and Mill? I mean, that would be smart. But who's really going to buy that pay-per-view? I mean, you're going to have some, but not a lot of people. And then when the numbers aren't where they should be or where you think there should be, then you're going to be mad at the fans. No, stop putting... It's not a garbage fight. That's what I was about to say.
No.
Stop putting fights like that on pay-per-view when they don't need to be. You get what I'm saying? So we're just going to have to wait.
And I don't even think, bro, that... I don't even think... Because this info is coming out that's about Andrade and Benavidez, and talks or what have you. They're saying that it's going to be the main event. So, PBC should really think about it, or whoever the heck is in the makings, Al Heyman, whoever, right? The teams, and say, you know what? Imagine, LeVar. Imagine, bro. That's common sense, bro. I mean, come on. Sometimes these people got to think, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but hey, they're the experts, right? They're the experts on, you got to think, bro. Common sense. Look at the limelight freaking Benavidez and Andrade would get. Being on the undercard of Canelo and Mel, I mean, come on, bro. That's just common sense right there. But hey, common sense ain't so common, I guess, right? But who am I? I'm not an expert, so yeah. Ricky E245 here. Andrade is, yeah, there you go. Thanks, LeVar, checking that out. Also, 35. This is the time where Andrade has to really go in there. Yeah, maybe Andrade will be a late bloomer. That's something I was gonna say earlier. But Crawford's a late bloomer. Okay, I know a lot of people don't want to accept that, but let's just be factual. With the numbers, with the fan base, Bud's a late bloomer. When it comes to that, no, I'm not talking about legacy. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about fan base. I'm talking about limelight. He's a late bloomer, man, and that's awesome right now. He's getting what he deserves. I just talked about that at the beginning of the freaking show. Andrade, Ricky, he might be a late bloomer. Maybe if this fight goes down with Andrade and Benavidez, and Andrade schools Benavidez, imagine that. He gets there and freaking box him out, 12 round. I know, I see your face, LeVar. I know. I'm just speaking theoretically, hypothetically here. If that happens, he's gonna be a late bloomer, bro. Everybody's gonna be on Andrade. Hey, man, you gotta fight Canelo now, and oh my gosh, will you go down and fight Tank Davis? That's going to be the talk. Hey, Andre, you going to go down and fight in New Way now, bro? Oh, my gosh. People got to just slow down on these topics out here. You know what I'm saying? They want to blow up Canelo to fight freaking Tyson Fury nowadays. And they want Bud Crawford now to go on and fight a freaking Usyk or it's crazy. Talk is crazy out there sometimes. Hey, Bruce, man, the OG. What's going on, man? Thank you guys so much for jumping in the building. We're just having fun, bro. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I really appreciate y'all, man. For real. We just love seeing you in the chats, chatting your opinions, and us chopping up your opinions. We love it. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Go says here, yeah, I read its pay-per-view. No, I feel you, Bruce. I know. And I know a lot of people are thinking the same thing, man. The first thing when these freaking source guys come out here on social media, right? Hey, salute to the source guys. Hey, thanks for the information. But when they first see pay-per-view, oh yeah, this fight is being discussed. This fight is in, virtually signed or whatever terms they throw out there. And when they come to the pay-per-view mention on those posts, the only response you see, LeVar, is in the freaking chat sections. Pay-per-view, are you kidding me? Are you crazy? I'm not buying it, blah, 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 you know? It is what it is. So a lot of people are saying the same thing, Bruce. A lot of people, bro. It is. Inflated, yep, paydays is what is hurting. And that's what's hurting a lot of fighters. I know though. You know, fighters deserve great paychecks, man. But that's what gets fighters on the flip side complacent. That's what gets them complacent, man. Their head gets up like this, and yeah, I'm the man now. I got the money, and it's like a double-edged sword. That's the true test. When it comes to these fighters making it to the top, getting all what they wanted and desired in life because of the fight game, you know what I'm saying? That's the true test. Are you going to be real and stay how you were? Are you going to stay hungry? That's the thing. Are you going to stay hungry? That's the true test. And that's why I admire, man, fighters who have that fight spirit. They don't care how much money they make. They're still in the gym, man. Pop, pop, pop. They're still sharpening their game. It's like, dang, bro, I respect that. I don't care what your name is. I don't care what your name is. Canelo, I respect that in him. Lomachenko, I respect that. I respect that in these guys. They have losses. I don't care, but they're still pushing, man. They're still going for it. And I know a lot of people want to call them ducks, and I don't care, you know. Shakur, I respect that in him. He's a multi-divisional champ, man. And he's still going for it. You know, he's still hungry. He still wants to go out there. Haney, I respect that in him. I can go on and on. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on. But I respect that in these fighters, man, because a lot of these fighters, when they reach that, they just start dwindling away. They start, you know, blowing up in weight. They start partying. They start. Andy Ruiz is a perfect example. I love him. I love him, man. But what happened after he got that, you know, multi-divisional champ title, after he beat AJ, it just went downhill. Andy Ruiz could have been so much more. But now, I don't know, man. You know, and I can give you a lot more examples. You already know. Y'all know more than I do, so y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So G Funky says here, Andrew made $3 million to fight Quigley. How much do you think he'll? Dang. And that's probably going to be tomorrow's news. G Funky. Oh, the fight's off now because of the freaking number. We constantly see that. Good point, G Funky. Good point right there, bro. That's facts. And that's what I hate to see. We see it constantly in the sport of boxing. And you already know me. I don't really complain about the sport. Sometimes I do, though, when it comes to justifiable reasons like this. You want to see a fight, you know, so-and-so is projected to fight, you know, and then all of a sudden tomorrow's news is totally black. Yesterday it was white. Now it's black and now it's green. You know, the next day it's green. It's like, now it's off because of this. The numbers weren't right and this and that. And it's like, dang it. You know what I'm saying? G Funky says here, Spence is guaranteed to make $10 million in rematch. No way in heck is he going to. Now. Okay, so Spence, you know, he's with the wifey. Congratulations. He's enjoying the fruits of his benefit. Fruits of his benefit? Fruits of his labor. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's talking about he wants that get back. But I said this before also. Let's wait till the dust settles to see what he really wants. After he reflects, he talks with the wife, he talks with the family, you know, he'll probably say, you know what? Let me do a tune-up gig. Let me do a tune-up gig at 54. Then next year we'll do the rematch with Bud. I don't know, man. 10 million guaranteed. Ooh. Nice money. Nice paycheck. Another nice one, Spence. But we'll see, man. Teach, what's going on, fam? Thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. All y'all. I'm kind of behind the chat. Let me go to chat. Let me go to chat right here because we're about to talk about that in a moment with Navarrete and freaking, Valdez. This is going under the radar. You see, ladies and gentlemen, come on now. Let's be real boxing fans. Let's be real boxing fans. I know maybe a lot of people are like, oh, Top Rank, you suck. I'm not going to watch Valdez and Navarrete because Top Rank, you suck. No, man, this is a fight worth watching. You're going to enjoy it. We're going to have action. This is a firework fight. You know what I'm saying? The styles, it's going to be fun. LeVar, I didn't know. PBC, bro. This Saturday, Gary Antoine Russell's fighting too, man. You saw that. I don't know who the heck his opponent is, but that's great. You know, I didn't know Gary Antoine Russell's fighting now. And I didn't know. So this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be full of fights. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. It's freaking Friday already. Yes, sir. I love it. You know what I'm saying? So, Teach, thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. We'll go real quick. You got Navarrete? We're going to get to that in a moment. Heck yeah, man. I can't wait. What's shaking? Okay, you guys going back and forth there. Eric R. Kaboom. Hey. Let's see what Eric R. has. Boo-Boo could put on a clinic or crumble. Ooh, that's facts. because Benavidez, bro, he's gonna get punched in the face and just smile with blood flowing down his mouth, and he's gonna get hungrier. He's gonna be like, huh. That's what he does, bro. He gets hit and he's like, and he just goes forward. Oh, but Lavar's like, nah, man, this paper's gonna crumble. Ouch, man. So yeah, Eric R, it can be. Of course, I'm not going to say Boo Boo's not going to have success. I think he will if the fight even goes down right now. But it looks like they're in talks. So the fight goes down. He's going to have a couple little success, his little feel out rounds, and he'll get those rounds, and then just Benavidez is going to turn it. Unless Lavar, he starts clinching like Plant did all day. It's going to be a lackluster gig for a minute. It's just going to be clinching all fight long. And, we'll see, though. We'll see. We're kind of early in predictions, right? But I really want to see this. I do want to see this fight go down, dude. I do. It's the next best thing, So if Benavidez ain't going to fight no Morel, oh, well. Canelo, we know that's La La Land, okay? So, next best thing, Andrade and freaking Benavidez, get on. You know what I'm saying? I do want to see it. So we'll see. It can't be like that, though, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey, what? Hoop zone. That's what I'm talking about. My chair is kind of noisy. I don't know if you guys hear that. Every time I move, it makes noise. It's like a squeaky chair. Hey, man, A1, thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. The NBA expert right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. B-ball expert. Pro B-ball. That's what I'm talking about. Go subscribe, my guy. If anybody's not, TWT team, always supporting, man. We appreciate each and every one. Thank guys so much for jumping in the building, man. We got Jay. Man, Jay Gibson also is up in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Thank guys so much, man. Let me get to the chat real quick. Let me get to this chat, man. Thank guys so much for jumping in the building. So we're getting over with the Bud. Now, may I close this? May I close with this part? Let me throw this out there. What do you guys think about what's going on with Bud right now, with the talks at least? Because like I said, Bud's getting all the limelight, man. He's getting all the limelight. He's on Good Morning America. He's on all these guys, man. Big Breakfast podcast, whatever they call it. I don't tune into that podcast. I don't have no time. But, the Breakfast Club or something like that, shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? He's everywhere. That's awesome, bro. And like I said at the beginning of the show, man, applaud to Blood and all the limelight he's getting. He's a late bloomer and all this, and this is awesome. Now he can finally speak his mind, his heart. That's awesome. A true gentleman, Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I like how he's doing these interviews. Like I said, I don't really have time. I'm just seeing quick highlights and stuff like that. But this talk is coming out, LeVar. I don't know why or where the freak it's coming from. Some is coming from Mayweather. I freaking know. I don't even want to put names on who it's coming from. I don't know. Okay? I think it's because of the excitement, because these interviewers, they have Bud on their platforms. But now they're talking, okay, so what the freak is this coming from? I think it's coming from also Tank Davis. He, some time ago in the Spence Bud prediction saying that Bud has a glass chin, I can knock him out, whatever Tank said. The name Tank Davis is being thrown out there, LeVar, to fight Bud Crawford, okay? The name Canelo is being thrown out there, too, to fight Bud Crawford. And I'm not going to be surprised if tomorrow we're going to see something like I just said a moment ago, and I said it in a joking fashion, but that's what you hear nowadays. You got to fight or win a fight, okay? You got to fight or win a mega fight, and all of a sudden now you want to throw them up there 3 weight classes and fight these guys. It's like, dude, slow the freak down. That's just my thing on it. Just face value, okay? Just face value. I know when people break down the analytics of it, it sounds more sensible. But from face value, it's like, okay, wait a second here. Slow the freaking train down, okay? Bud Crawford and Tank, where okay, I think that's what it's stemming from, LeVar. When Tank threw out that prediction and said that Bud has a glass chin, I could knock the dude out. If that's what it's coming from, Tank, you stand on what you said, bro. You got to stand on what you said. You got to stand, because if you're throwing out there those kinds of things, the other fighter is going to be like, what are you saying about me? What are you going to do? And then Bud responded to that in one of these interviews out here. I don't know what he said, but he's like, man, I'll school that kid. You know what I'm saying? Stay down in your weight class. There's weight classes for a reason. So you just relax, Tank. But where is this coming from? What's your impression on this, LeVar? Bud versus Canelo. Okay, Bud versus Tank. What is your whole thing on it?
People need to stop, man. It's not, they have weight classes for a reason. Tank needs to focus on 135 because there's unfinished business there at 135. There's meaningful fights at 135. There's no need for him. They shouldn't even be putting Bud and Tank in the same. They should not be putting Bud and Tank in the same reason, or excuse me, same sentence. Exactly. At the end of the day, Bud doesn't need Canelo, and Bud doesn't need Tank. There's a lot that Bud can do right now. Me personally, this is what I think should happen, and I just need y'all to just ride with me for a minute, just hear me out. The moment that that bell rings for Jermell versus Canelo, Mel loses the WBO strap, right? That's what's been going around. That's been floating around. If I was Bud, you know that they're gonna make Tim Tszyu the champ. He's gonna be the WBO champ. Fight Tim Tszyu. Get that WBO strap.
Real quick. Let me jump in real fast on that. So Zoo's not going to fight. It's that belt. WBO is not going to go vacant. They're just going to give it to Zoo.
They're making Tim Tszyu the champ.
Go ahead.
They're making him the champ, right? If I was Bud, you're going up to 154. Go ahead and challenge Tim Tszyu. You will beat Tim Tszyu. Everybody, a lot of people are on Tim Tszyu. Oh, he can hit, he can punch. Tim don't have a good defense. Tim lacks defense. So take that strap, right? Let's just say Mel loses to Canelo. We all know Mel's gonna come down from 150, come back down to 154. Boom, there's your undisputed fight. Then everybody's like, well, where does this leave Earl? Earl's coming at 154, right? If Bud beats Mel for undisputed, what do we have? That rematch that we all been talking about.
Wow.
Spence versus Bud for undisputed at 154. Like I said, I just needed y'all to ride with me. I mean, that might not happen, but I'm just saying. Then that'll give, because everybody's like, well, why does Spence want to jump back in there in December, give himself some time to heal and recover? I get that. Yeah, if they were to go that route, that would still give Earl some time to recover, right? And I know people are saying, well, why does EJ need a tune-up? He should jump right back in there with Bud. I get that. He don't need no tune-up. I understand that. But I really think that EJ needs to come more prepared. Let me say that one more time. He needs to come in that fight against Bud more prepared than what he did in that first fight. We all know what happened. He thought he was going to go in there and steamroll Bud, and that's not what happened. So at the end of the day, just he'll be able to come back. He's going to be able to come back there better prepared, maybe have a tune-up, and then go at it. But, hey, if y'all don't think EJ needs a tune-up, that's fine too. But I think you just got to make smart, calculated moves. But, hey, who am I? I'm just saying that's how I see it. But they might do something totally opposite of what I'm saying. But do I think we will see Bud versus Charlo? It's a possibility, because Bud has the opportunity to make history again as being a 3-time undisputed champion. 3-time. So we don't know what Bomac's gonna tell him. He already, look at the fight with EJ. What he was saying to Jamel, he was really disrespecting Mel from the ring. He really wants to fight Jamel. He does not like Jamel at all. And Bud has said on the record that he wants Jamel, I really do think that he's gonna go after Jamel. But once again, this is all gonna be the outcome of how this fight with Mel and Canelo goes. If Mel ends up beating Canelo, we probably won't see Jamel back at 154 anymore. That'd be too much on his body. So I don't know. There's a lot that's riding off of how the outcome of this Mel versus Canelo fight goes and what Mel's going to do afterwards. So we really have to wait and see how this plays out. But I would just give him my little spectacle of how I see it going. But at the end of the day, who knows?
I think that's the best thing, man. What you broke down there is the best way to do it, I think. But like we say, we're not the experts. We're not the freaking matchmakers. But that's the point. This whole Tank and Canelo stuff, where is that coming? Why don't LeVar? Okay, man, I'm telling you. Why don't these guys and ladies or whatever who are interviewing Bud, why don't they say that, LeVar? Why don't they say, you know what? They probably did though. They probably did. Yeah. But what's making the headlines is that oh, Canelo and Tank, huh? Why don't you just say then? Why don't you bring up to Bud and say, hey, why don't you go fight Usyk? Huh? How about that? I was like, come on, bro. You know,
Renee,
but Bud, yeah, go ahead.
not to cut you off. It's just that, man.
Go ahead.
Why are people trying to put Tank versus Bud and then Canelo? They both have unfinished business at their weight classes. Everybody wants to see Canelo versus Benavidez, so everybody wants to see Tank and Shakur or Tank and Dev. So there's other things. There's other meaningful fights out there. They just need to let Bud do his thing, and I think he deserves that because of what he did to EJ. They just need to stop, because at the end of the day, we all know Tank will be too small and get it. I know size doesn't matter when it comes to these fighters, but
no, but man, in this case, it's just
Bud is on a different planet, man. It's like, honestly, he's like he's almost like Floyd, man. You cannot. Hey, look, man. Bud proved me wrong, and what he showcased, what he showcased, that was something phenomenal, man. And we just got to give it to him. I'm not saying that Tank can't, but Tank just needs to stay down there at 135. Once again, you have unfinished business down there. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what Dev is going to do after he fights Regis. We don't know if he's going to go back down to 135 or if he's going to stay there at 140. So there's a lot of things that Tank needs to focus on, and just leave Bud Crawford alone, because you go up there to try to fight Bud and Bud clips you, you're just going to become another victim on Bud's record. So just stay down there, do what you got to do at 135, let Bud be, you stay in your own weight class. That's how I see it, bro.
Facts. And like I said, and all these interviews out there, you know, they're like an hour freaking long, and sometimes I just don't have time to hear everything they're saying. It probably was mentioned with the whole Mel thing. Those should be the highlight. That's my point. And social media, these freaking reporters and these, you know, these big platforms, highlight what is really more realistic. That's my point in all this, you know? Highlight that. Highlight freaking Bud and Mel, man. Because Mel responded recently on whatever platform it was, oh, I'm going back down on 54 with Bud. I'm going back down there. Highlight that, okay? I know Canelo's a megastar and whatever. I know Tank is the face of boxing, whatever y'all want to call him. That's fine. I know that. It seems like they just do that because they're big names, LeVar, you know, and they don't focus on the more realistic thing here. Mel's the more realistic one. So yeah, and that's the thing. It just all rides on who's going to win between Mel and Canelo. If Canelo loses, back down 54, Bud business, baby. Oh my gosh, that what you broke down, LeVar, earlier is just the ideal thing. We know that in boxing, many times the ideal thing doesn't happen, though. But I can't wait to see how this is going to all work. How this is all gonna, you know, pan out. I can't freaking wait. I love this. Like I said, I'm enjoying the whole ride. You know what I'm saying? We're just enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? So let me get back. Hey, Silver, man, thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. Silver says here, everybody who's jumping in, thank you guys so much, man. Bruce says, Bruce is a late brewer also. That's what I'm saying. Demetrius Andre can be a late bloomer too. It can happen. And I think it's beautiful. The story of Bud Crawford, he's a late bloomer in it. And it's cool what we're seeing. You know, Silver says here, Navarrete is a 40-year-old prospect. At some point, it's too late to be a late bloomer. Okay, yeah, I feel you. He's not 40 yet, but yeah, I feel what you're saying. Eric R says here, Bud coming on late. Yeah, he's a late bloomer, man. And it's beautiful. I mean, I'm enjoying it. This is something that we did not expect. As far as me, I didn't expect something like this with Bud, man. He's just like this, boom, overnight, rocket into space overnight. It's beautiful because, you know, he's constantly been saying throughout his career, let's forget Spence for a minute, but like throughout his career before Spence, I'm not getting my credit. Undisputed, you know, Hall of Fame, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, now he's getting it. Late bloomer. And I love it. It's a beautiful thing that we're witnessing. DP Rocket, what's going on, man? Thank you for jumping in the building, man. Hey, he's going to call you up, LeVar. There you go. He's going to hit you up, bro. Okay, so get that note right there. DP, thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. We appreciate you. Jay Lynn, how is it going, Queen? We appreciate you. Thanks so much for jumping in the building. I think I've seen you before here. Here, no, but you're in other platforms, definitely with like our Blue Blood, if I'm not mistaken, right? Blue Blood, our guy, man. Blue Blood's family. Always, man. Always. I remember something, LeVar. I sent a DM to Blue Blood some time ago when we hit barely 1,000. I said, hey, bro, we hit this, Blue Blood, I just want to, thank you so much and express my appreciation to all your support, because Blue Blood is one of those guys that's been supporting us for a long time, bro. Man, Blue Blood's been really supporting this platform for a minute. One of the few. And I sent him a DM. I was like, hey, bro, I just want to appreciate you. And what I loved, what Blue Blood responded, he said, hey, loyalty over everything. So, hey, man, that hit deep. I was like, man, bro, that's real right there. That's real right there. So, hey, Jalen, Queen, thank you so much for jumping in the building. We appreciate your presence. Okay. And I'm going to moderate you, definitely, of course. But right now, when I open different platforms right now, my phone and stuff like that, it kind of lags this internet. So I don't have the best internet out there. So, okay. So thanks so much for jumping in the building, Queen. Thank you so much. And your comments are always welcome, of course. Eric R says here, I don't think they get complacent as much as they get shelved because the numbers don't match their price tag. I don't think they get complacent. Right. Hey, I feel you, Eric R. I feel you. It's a complicated thing. Sometimes they do get complacent, though. Sometimes they do, you know what I'm saying? But I feel you. No, you're right. It's a complicated situation. With each fighter, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Not the same as for every fighter. Hey, you're right, Eric R. I feel that, bro. I feel that. Teachers laughing out loud. Okay, Jalen, saluting family out there. Jalen says here, hey there. Haven't seen y'all. I know it's because the thing about Jalen, this is why always on our something different we do out of all these platforms. We call these sessions flash lives. The reason why they're called flash lives is because they're like lightnings, boom, out of nowhere, unexpected. That's how we do it. Like a left hook that you didn't see, right? Pop, out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So we just do it out of nowhere sometimes. And sometimes we're absent for a little bit and then we just come back, bam, out of nowhere. Because of our time schedules. LeVar studying a master's degree, I was studying a BA, and working, you just know how that is. So we just come out of nowhere. Generally, we do like weekly shows around this time. So generally, just once a week, generally speaking, that's how we do it. So go ahead and hit the notification bell, Queen. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not. And, I know the notification bell thing, though, is kind of weird, so a lot of times Lala D recently, she always says, hey, I don't get the notification from you guys. So you know how it is with YouTube. Eric Gar says here, he definitely needs to tune up.
He's talking about Spence.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm behind on this. Yeah, right. Spence. I think so, but Spence is Spence. He knows what he's going to do, so right now he's just enjoying the life right now, with the queen, with his wifey, definitely respect that. But I can't wait to see what he's going to do next, because what I'm hearing also, Spence, he's going to go underground. He's going to be a low key, not going to say much. I don't know, but I want to hear what he's going to do next. We got here A1. You had a tune with the EJ then, bro. Ain't no tune up. I mean, no, I get it, bro. No. That's the thing about no. He's always like, that's Spence mentality. Always. No tune ups. Way before Bud Crawford. It's no tune up Spence, man. So let me finish it. Are they fighting at Mufti for a rematch? Man, ain't no talking to his wife. Oh man.
Well, I mean, that if you go back to the epilogue, when Showtime did the epilogue, you had Spence talking to his son. He was like, Spence was pissed because he lost. Then he was like, hey man, we got to run that back, gang. And he said, hey, we got to run that back. And then he said, should we run it back? His son said, yeah. And then gave him a 5. So I get it. I got it. But you have to come a fight of that magnitude. You have to come in there the best shape of your life. And here's the reason why. If you come in there and you get beat like the way that you did, not everyone is going to buy that fight, because we already have some people saying, well, I don't want to see him get massacred again. I'm not going to buy the fight. You already have some people already saying that. Why? EJ shouldn't be rematching Bud, because he's going to get beat again, and he's going to get beat worse at 154. So if a fight of that magnitude, you have to come in there the best shape that you can possibly get yourself into. We all know that was not the best Earl Spence we have seen. I'm not discrediting Bud. Bud did his thing. Bud did what he was supposed to do. But that was not. Even Blu-ray. Shout out to Blu-ray Fitness. We interviewed him about a year ago on here. Even Blu-ray's like, that's not EJ. That's not EJ at all. Blu-ray said he will not watch Bud versus Crawford. He will not watch that fight ever again. He said that. He said he had to turn it off because he knew that wasn't EJ. But once again, I'm not discrediting Bud. Salute to Bud. Bud has my respect. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You gotta come. You gotta come in there better than what you did before. Because, hey, we don't know if the numbers are going to be the same, or we don't know if the numbers are going to be higher than the first fight, or if they're going to be lower. But some people are already not interested in the rematch. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, and that was my thing right after. I mean, I said it in the post fight also when we went live, man. I said, you know, you immediate, as far as immediate, that's the term here, right? As far as in the context of an immediate rematch, I don't think that's the best idea, man. I don't. Take a tune up and get the crowd back, and you know, do a great performance there, and the people are gonna be like, oh, Spence is ready now, man. Rematch, and that's gonna build it up, man. That's what fighters do all the time. Go ahead.
I would love for EJ, and no disrespect to EJ. EJ, call Blu-ray. Let's see because y'all gotta understand, when Blu-ray was training EJ, EJ man, was 11-0 with 11 knockouts, and he kept getting stronger as the fight progressed. Bud is a thinker, man. He's smart. Bud makes calculated moves, going over there to the UFC, working on strength and conditioning. Bud is a smart, calculated, intelligent man. EJ's going to have, me personally, I really think that they need to get Derek James. No disrespect to Derek. I said what I had to say. I really think that Derek James should get some assistant coaches in there so that while he's training Earl, they have eyes on things that Derek James can't see, because Derek James, he has a stable full of fighters in there now, and he's doing it by himself. Get some more people in there that can help and not to take over your job, but to help oversee some of the mistakes that Earl makes, so that those corrections can be fixed. Hey, 4 eyes, 6 eyes is better than 2. So I really think that if you can add more people to it, because I really think it's too much. You're talking about EJ, Frank Martin, AJ, Ryan Garcia, Jermel. That's a lot. That's a lot of fighters in that stable. So if he can get more people, like we seen Coach Calvin and Coach Barry Hunter before, and Coach Barry Hunter, he used to coach the Peterson brothers. So why not?
Lamont Peterson, right? And his brother.
Yeah, I love to see Virgil Hunter in there. I would love to see Virgil Hunter in there. And I'll explain later why I would love to see Virgil Hunter in Spence's camp.
No, I agree. And last show we talked about this on the right after post fight reaction. The stable's getting big, man. And according to how big your stable gets, you're gonna need more people on the team, man, to help out. That's facts. It's a big load to carry for Derek James, man. Very big load. So we'll see, man. Yeah, but that's my personal thing on him, man. I don't think Spence should be in their immediate rematch. No. But hey, if we're gonna see that, I'm gonna definitely watch it. And this year, because if I'm not mistaken, on the freaking contract, it was that immediate rematch, freaking this year. I mean, that's
he's put out pictures of him and his wife being on a trip in Spain. It looks like, his face is back down or normal, but I'm all about making sure that the fighter's health. It's all about their health, man. It's all about their health when it comes to me. So
that's facts, man. I agree. And I agree, G Funky. That's nothing. And we're not even gonna get to that yet. We're gonna get to it though. We're gonna get to it. Oh, that's worth talking. I'm saying I don't care, bro. And I say it time. I don't care what freaking platform these fights are on. I want to see great fights, and this is a great fight. Free. Oh my word. Jay Lynn says here, I'm happy for him. I think we're talking about because I'm behind. So sorry, fam. Yeah, Bud being a late bloomer. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm congratulating him. I'm happy to see him on these interviews. The smile on his face is like, bro, you deserve it, bro. You deserve it. Enjoy the ride, Bud Crawford. Enjoy the ride and stay disciplined, please. Okay. Of course he is. I don't think Bud's the type of guy to question when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Jacobson's here. Oh, definitely. Exactly. That super deserved. Super deserved. See, Wood. Hey. What's going on? Oh my God. Thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, guys. He says here, Bud is out of here. And I was gonna mention that too. I was just gonna mention, you bring, that's why I love seeing the chats, you guys. Please continue chatting away. I love this. You guys bring things up that I forget or we don't think about. Yes, he said that he's gonna be retiring soon. And then I want to see him sell off into the sunset. While he has his faculties too, because, you got to do it smart. Mayweather did it smart. He had his faculties in, he retired. He's like, I'm done, man. I don't want to take more punishment. Mayweather didn't really take punishment at all, really, anyway. So, but it's a smart thing to do, man. Retire at the right time. So yeah, on the flip side with Bud Crawford, he's going to go for legacy, man. He wants to go to 54, get that undisputed up there at 54. If he does that, he's probably going to be off and then win. So that's exactly it. It strengthens more my what I'm saying earlier. Forget Tank talk. Where the freak did that come from? Canelo talk? I don't think that's realistic. Forget that. Because if that's the case here, see Wood, that's the thing. Bud Crawford himself said it. I just got a couple more fights, man. And I'm gone. He did mention that. He did mention retirement soon. So I do want to see him, man. Another legacy run at 54. It would just be freaking unspeakable, bro. 3-time undisputed. My jaw would be dropped. I would be like, dang, bro. Wow. Okay, for me, speaking of myself, this is just me. I know everybody's going to have a different opinion. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed, what he did at 35, if I'm not mistaken, the Polstal fight, wow. Polstal, I did give him credit, and I was like, dude, Polstal's no freaking joke. Now Polstal, he's done. It's over with that dude. It's done. Okay. Elvis Rodriguez just freaking stopped the dude. Okay. Yeah, we know that. But back in that time, okay, wow. But like generally the run at 35 for Bud, I was like, okay, well, the undisputed at 35. Okay. I wasn't like so, but this welterweight, and if he does it at 54, I'll be like, geez Louise, bro. I would just be like, this is history. And I want to see it. I want to witness it, man. And we're being part of it thus far with him getting undisputed welterweight and the way he did it. It's like, dang, I'm enjoying this history we're witnessing. And if he does it at 54, maybe another fight after that, he's gone. I'll be like, man, I was a part of this. I'm a fight fan in this era where I can see this. I love it, bro. So that's facts, he would. And a lot of people aren't really talking about the retirement thing. And Bud is talking about it. So, man. Yep. Eric R. says here, Valdez tends to make fights harder than they need to be. Last fight, Eric R., Adam Lopez, if I'm not mistaken, right? Adam Lopez. Valdez fought Adam Lopez, and it looked like he did make it harder than what it had to be because he just wanted to get in there and get the knockout. So we're going to talk about that right now. Let me just get to chat. I got to make some special time for Valdez. I got to make some special time for this. Eric R. says here, Tank versus Bud is clout. But the thing is this. Bud, he was entertaining it. He's like, this is a big money fight, and it's a huge fight, and if he wants to move up, we'll do it. But we know Mayweather ain't going to let him. So that's the thing. That's facts, Eric R. That's a good point. I don't know if Bud sees it like that. I'm gonna entertain this talk just to get the people to look at me more, and just to get this, Bud moment magnified. I don't know if that's the case, but I just don't know what this talk is coming from. Tank and freaking Canelo. Tank. Well, they might as well bring that up now, sound too. Oh yeah, Tank, why don't you go fight Canelo? I mean, come on, just freaking. This talk is like, maybe it is Eric R. Maybe it is just clout talk, and it's a strategical talk. Just to get Bud moment magnified more. Maybe so, man. See what it says here. Bud will take either of those fights, Tank Canelo, because the money will be heavy. Otherwise, Tank should be quiet. Well, the thing, facts, bro. I agree. Now, the only thing this is, I think this talk is stemming from when Tank said that, but that was a while ago. We got to remember that too, ladies and gentlemen, that Tank said this a while ago about, Bud has a glass chin, and I'll knock him out too. I think that's coming because ever since Tank hasn't really talked, Tank, I don't know. He usually does Twitter. Tank usually is a Twitter guy. He's always there. He tweets and then he erases his tweets. And I don't know. I don't know if he's going to throw something out there about Bud. Hey, what? I'll knock you out, boy. And then eliminate it 3 seconds later, he's generally is quiet though, with the Bud thing, so Tank should be quiet. Canelo now, that's a strong, but that is though, but it would be a catch weight. I don't, Canelo's not moving down, bro. I don't see Canelo moving. His body's, bro. No. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
Bud is talking about he will fight Canelo at 158. Canelo's not going to lose no 10 pounds to come down to fight Bud. You know what I'm saying? Look at Canelo when he fought Mayweather. It was at 152.
And that was how long ago? Yeah,
a while ago.
Bro. His
a long time
body
ago.
is.
He's not. Canelo's not going to do that. He's not. No, especially with his body, with him going up to 175, back down to 160. Canelo's not going to come down to the 158 to fight Bud.
And y'all know, I can already see it happening. If it were, okay, Canelo's entertaining the thought. You know what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. You know what's going to happen. Canelo's going to be the A side, and I know there's going to be a whole bunch of debate if it even does happen, LeVar. This is fantasy talk, though, bro. This is exactly what I said from the beginning. Why is this people talking about this, man? It's not going to – why? Where the freak is Tank coming from? Where's Canelo coming from with Bud? What the freak is this? And it always happens, LeVar, but, this is what I'm saying. If it were to even be entertained by Canelo in an interview, if Canelo comes out saying, I would probably do it, then everyone's going to go crazy, okay? And we know what would happen if they tried. Canelo would be the A side. Canelo would put it on his terms, man. You're going to come up to 168. Bud, you're going to come up here, bro. If not, step aside. Don't even waste my time. Because that's just what it is. And I know a lot of people are going to debate, no, Bud's the A side for real because he did this and that. We just got to be realistic. When it comes to realistic speaking, it just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't even happen because Bud would have to really blow up in weight. He has to. Canelo ain't going to go down to no freaking 158. That's just not even in the you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Seawood, I just do not see it at all. I don't see it at all happening. You know what I'm saying? Any of these fights. Silver says here, Tanks. And also Mayweather, he wants Tank to fight a new way. It's like, he wants Tank to fight a new way. So Mayweather's not even, let's just look at it from real. You know what I'm saying? I think Mayweather is highly influencing Tank's moves, even to this day. Yeah, okay, yeah, even though it looks like Tank's a free agent, whatever. Let's just be realistic about it. Mayweather's there in Tank's ears. Do this, do that. Be careful of this. This is the best move for you, Tank. This is the best business. Look how much money you're going to make out of this. It's less risk. Come on now. I mean, let's just be realistic, man. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? I think it's just not, I don't see it. It's just fantasy talk. Bud, Tank, Bud, Canelo, it's all fantasy talk. You know what I'm saying? Tank is like a mini Spence. Well, I think you're saying if he fights Bud. No, but the styles are different worlds, bro. But no, I see what you're saying if he fights Bud, right? Silver says here, Tank versus Crawford. Yeah, of course. And Mayweather's not going to let Tank do it. He's not even going to. He just got interviewed by Fight Hype. He said nothing about that. He did say, though, Tank Inoue. So, we'll see what happens there. Eric R says, okay, so cool, fight. Fight Tim? What's that? What's talking about, LeVar? Bud Crawford?
Yes, because once again, when that bell sounds, Jermell will no longer be the WBO champion. The belt is going straight to Tim.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Yeah.
So, Bud, you're moving to 54, right? Let's use common sense here. All right, I'm Bud. I'm going.
That's the best move. What you said. That's facts, bro. Fact.
Why don't I fight Tim? And then guess what?
First fight, get a belt. Yeah.
Get a belt because let's say if Mel loses to Canelo, Mel's coming back down. He even said he's coming back down, right? Who has the rest of the belts?
Mel, yep.
Who does Terrence Crawford want to fight?
Yeah, it just clicks. It's the best thing
clicks. And then let's say Bud beats Mel, right? Yeah, you can have your rematch clause in there. Okay, got it. But Spence's do a rematch too. But I'm just saying, this is the scenarios that plays in my head. I'm just saying, but at the end of the day, Spence does have he has a mandatory rematch with Bud at 154. It might not be for a title, or guess what? It could be for the WBO strap, and then the winner out of them two fight Mel. There's different ways that this can play out.
But that's the focal point that should be in the headlines. That's my point. You see what I'm saying? About why are people freaking Canelo and Tank? What the freak is this have to do with Bud? Get it out of here. Get the freak out of here with that. And that's the thing about it. They do it for headlines just to get more, it's like that's not the realistic thing. And I'm almost positive that's not going to happen. Because Canelo, watch this. Okay, I'm going to go left field on this. And that's probably most possible. I'm going to go way left field. You're going to be like, what the freak are you talking about? RENEBOXYOUNG, what the heck is this? Okay, let's go back a little bit. This sounds more realistic than Canelo, freaking Bud, Tank, and Bud. This, what I'm about to say, it sounds more realistic. Canelo, he's towards the end of the career. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows that, okay? Because everybody and their mom is talking about, oh, Canelo, you're not the same anymore. Look how you fought Ryder. Your knees are out. You had a surgery on your freaking left wrist or whatever. You're out of here, Canelo. Okay. Tank Davis said it also. All you old dudes are out of here. I'm the face of boxing. Whatever. Whoever you, I have so many evidences and receipts about what's going on, the talk about Canelo. Okay. So realistically, we can say it like this from the outside looking in. Canelo's out the door. Okay. Canelo said this a long time ago. A lot of people ignored it. A lot of people ignored this, that he's open to fight Jake Paul. How about that? How about that? I just posted it on Twitter recently. I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo sooner or later, I think sooner, would fight Jake Paul, because Canelo brought out a long time ago. He said, I'm not thinking about Jake Paul right now. Why even bringing up? But hey, later down the line, I probably will. Why? Because of the money, baby. What did Floyd Mayweather do in his last fight in his pro career? How about that? What did he do? He cashed out. I see that more realistic than him fighting freaking Bud Crawford, man. Okay? I see that way more realistic. So it's just fantasy talk. That's my point in all this. You know what I'm saying? So I see Canelo fighting. Okay, he's going to fight Mel. 3-fight deal, supposedly, from what these people are saying out here with PBC, with Canelo. I don't know. However many fights Canelo has with PBC. Okay, the first one is Mel, or I guess, apparently. Next one will be whoever it will be. And then the next one will probably be his last fight. I don't know. And then after that, Jake Paul, right off into the wind. Bud Crawford, I don't think is going to be in that mix, man. I really doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I really doubt it. See what it says here. Bud and Charlo won't be for undisputed. No, but it's like what we're saying right now. It's possible, though. It's possible, bro. Bud and Charlo won't be for undisputed, unfortunately, because the sanctioned body is hating and showing their. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But it looks like it can be, though, like how LeVar is breaking it down. Zoo is going to get that belt, and we'll see what Zoo does. We never know if Zoo's going to be like, no, I'm going to fight my mandatories now. I'm going to stay away from Mel and Bud. Who knows? We're just going to see how it rides out. You know what I'm saying? I really want to see how it's going to go out. But that's picture perfect way. But LeVar is saying, go fight Zoo. Go get that WBO strap. Mel's right there. Bam, next. I mean, that would be beautiful. Because right now, Mel's going to fight Canelo. We said it so much. We said it in the last show too. It just all depends on what Mel and Canelo, the result of that. Who wins that? You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see, because that's facts. If Mel beats Canelo, which I think is a big possibility, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people saying that, Canelo got this. He's going to go, mop the floor with Mel. I don't think so, man. I think Mel has a really good chance. But then again, there's a lot of things to go that I heard, was it Timothy Bradley? Yeah, I think I heard Timothy Bradley in an interview recently. They were talking about Mel and Charlo. Mel and freaking Canelo. And I don't know. I didn't see it as much. 154 to 168. But then Timothy Bradley said, oh, he's moving up. How many pounds, LeVar? Is it 14? When he put it in pounds terms like that, 154, 168. Okay, cool. Mel, it's not going to be a big deal. But then he put it in pounds terms, 14 pounds. It's like, wow, that's a lot, That's a lot. And you talked about it last show, LeVar. Your first fight, 168 for Canelo fight? No, that's huge. Go ahead, LeVar. Go.
It's because a lot of people are talking about, well, Mel walks around heavy. Yeah, that's walking around. He's not competing at that weight.
Different world.
It's a totally different world, and you got to understand this. Mel has been inactive.
Off of an injury, off of a wrist thing, right? Oh, ouch.
Correct. And then you're jumping, and once again, I'm just saying, I get it. I got to understand it. He's jumping up 2 weight classes. He's taking on Canelo. I salute Mel for doing that. But once again, you have not fought at that weight before. We do not know how that weight is going to transition throughout the rounds. I'm telling you, I have a feeling, like I said in our last live, Canelo's going to ask for a very small ring so that he doesn't have to chase Jamel. Because who's the A side in this fight? Canelo.
Of course.
So Canelo's going to get everything that he wants because what? Jamel is about that bag, about securing that bag. Who is the cash cow of boxing? Canelo. So everything is going to go to Canelo's way. And just like Big Bro, Blue Blood Sports TV, he says, and some of the other panels, they Showtime is bringing Canelo over for a 3-fight deal, right? 3-fight deal. Do you really think they're gonna have him lose his first fight? Just think about this, y'all.
That's true. That's true.
Just think about this. Yes, I get it, the tangibles, but just like what G Funky said in the chat, inactivity plays a major key for these fighters. Inactivity. He's going up 2 weight classes. Everybody has a puncher's chance. That is correct. But when you don't have that chance, what happens? Canelo does a lot of things. And I'm not saying that Canelo will beat Mel. At the end of the day, Canelo does things to slow up a fight. And I called it when he went against Caleb Plant. He was punching Canelo Plant on his hips to slow him down. He was breaking him down, going to the body. My question is, with Mel coming up 2 weight classes, how is he going to take those punches? Because he's used to fighting at 54. Pressure. Sometimes Mel is the bigger man, but he fights as a smaller man for a long period of time. He did that against Brian Castano, 1 and 2. But he was able to get Castano out of there for the second fight. So there's a lot of questions that need to be answered. I want to see how Mel takes those punches from Canelo, coming from 154 to 168. That's all. I'm not giving a fight prediction. I just have questions that need to be answered. Because Mel can't run. He can't do that much running. I said this in the last fight, or last live. Yep. Mel cannot do that much running because the weight that he's trying to gain, he's gonna lose it by running. So Mel has to put on and keep this weight on. He has to do it the smart way.
And facts. I mean, I definitely salute Mel for this. It's 2 birds. He's killing 2 birds in 1 stone. Huge paycheck and legacy. That's nothing but respect. But man, you're right, bro. You're right. You're definitely right, man. Eric R says here, LeVar, that would be perfect. Oh yeah, it would be. The whole butt thing. Yeah, that's the perfect. And you know how it is in the sport of boxing. Perfect is not it's not so common. A1 says here, it's not going to happen. EJ already spoke on it. Oh my gosh, these hypothetical sound good, but he not doing it. They fighting. Oh my gosh, A1. Oh my gosh.
And that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But at the end of the day, sometimes you need to think with this and not with this.
Not with the heart, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what EJ's doing, man. He's thinking with his heart, with his pride, ego.
Correct.
Not smart, man. And I don't want to say I want to make a prediction now, but I said it right after the fight. It's like, you know what? If there's a rematch, it's probably going to go worse for EJ, man.
No. My thing is this. Don't y'all think that Bud made calculated moves? When Errol says, I'm going to spin the block, right? I'm going to spin the block to get those titles, right? Bud is like, okay, that's fine. Because at the end of the day, who's taking the risk? Whose risk is higher? EJ. Because he's fighting those champions that have the belts, and the risk is him getting hit a lot or taking some damage, which he granted, he didn't take that much damage against Ugas, but some of those punches, they do have an effect on your body. While Bud was sitting over here fighting what type of level of competition?
Easy work, yep.
So he wanted, but he wanted Spence. This is how I see it. I feel like he wanted Spence to go fight those fights and get banged up and beat up a little bit to take some damage, so that when you get in there with me, it might be an easier fight for me. But hey, I'm just saying, I'm speaking of how I see everything and how everything went. But at the end of the day, if that's what EJ wants to do, salute him. I don't have a problem with that. Once again, I'm all about his health, because I want to see EJ years to come being able to play with his kids or his grandkids. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you cannot let your pride get in the way, because your pride can be your downfall sometimes. I was just trying to say, EJ, think with this. Go let Bud do his thing, just like he let you. Let Bud go do his thing. Let him sit up there and go fight Tim Zoo, and then fight Jermel, and then you battle Mel. Excuse me, you battle Bud for undisputed.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. You okay? Immediate rematch, Bud 54. It's for no belts, man. It's no freaking belts. You know, it's just all around. It's not, you know, the wisest thing. And
let Bud go. Let Bud go spin the block. You exactly. Let go. Bud
let him do the work and get the freaking flip the script. Exactly. Let Bud go get the belt. But hey, man, Spence is Spence. He does what he wants, and I'll see it. Of course, I ain't mad at it. Hey, he's a man. I am. You know what I'm saying? Spence is a full-grown man. Go get it, then. Go get the rematch, my guy. Go get it. I'll watch it. You know, and Silver says here, yeah, exactly, bro. Silver. There you go. There you go, man. Shakur, what's going on, fam? Thanks so much, man, for jumping in the building, man. We appreciate everyone who's jumping up in here. We appreciate y'all, man. We're having fun here. We're having fun here, man. That's what I'm talking about. Silver says here, see Wood, that's not biased. He hasn't fought in a minute. Okay, I got you. Black Star, hey, bro, what's going on, man? Still waiting for you, man. Still waiting for you to go live, man. I'm sitting there waiting. I love it. Black Star, thanks so much, man. Go subscribe my guy right there. Subscribe my guy, man. He's about to do some business. He's about to do some work on his channel, man. Man, thanks so much, Black Star. We appreciate you, my guy. Thanks so much for jumping in the building, man. We got here Silver saying, EJ should have taken a tune-up. Yeah, of course. Inactivity, yep. Yes, it does. Inaccuracy, that's why Spence was off. Yeah, that's one of the reasons, I suppose, you know what I'm saying? But hey, he lost fair and square, big time. Silver and Inoue too. Yeah. Mayweather wants Tank to fight Inoue. See what it says here. I don't see Haney going back to 35 if he beats Regis.
I do, if the money's right. You got to understand, Bill and Dev, they all about that bag, that money. I do, depending on who they're fighting and how much money they're fighting for.
And Tank's right there at 35, baby. Tank, that's the big fight right there. That's the big bag, man. Speaking of Haney, man, I don't know what's going on with him. Regis talking about, you know, the date's not right and this and that. I don't know what's going on with these guys, man. But they, you know, get it or don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see these guys fight. Regis and Haney is a wonderful fight. 140. We'll see what happens there, man. Eric R says I don't like Mel looking. I don't know if he's looking past him. Is he looking? You think he's looking past him, LeVar?
No, Mel's very, no disrespect to Jermel, because I know sometimes he watches these, you know, some of these panels, some of these channels. I wouldn't say that he's looking past Canelo, but Mel is he can get emotional. His emotions.
Oh, of course.
That's it.
Yeah, he's speaking off of that. Yeah, like, you know, we're gonna see what a lion is, and it kind of sounds like he's gonna go just beat him up. You know what I'm saying? But oh man, I can't wait. I love this. Mel and Canelo, I love this fight, man. Eric R says he needs to stay locked in. Right. Yeah, he does, man. But he is. You know, that's the thing about it, man. Eric R. Mel is he's a locked in type of guy, man. That's what I respect about Mel. Always in all his career. I've always respected about Mel, man. He knows when it's time to work. He knows when it's time to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I think Mel has a really good chance against Canelo. I do. Eric R says here, how is Andre yeah, I think it was your response to one of those comments before, right? He was a champ at 54-60. Chill with the respect to, yeah, of course, man. Oh, definitely respect Andre. I think you're referring to the prospect comment earlier. Oh, definitely respect Andre. I just hope he does fight Benavidez, man. This talk that's going on with Benavidez, they got to get it on, man. They got to get it on. Silver says here, Eric R. Okay, yeah. You guys going back and forth there? Right on. Okay, so LeVar says, Eric R. I'm not calling boo. Oh, right. Yeah, that's my thing on it. That's my thing on it too. With Andre, man. The competition, man. This is the time. This is why I want this fight to happen. Andre and freaking Benavidez. This is the best name in his resume, man. I hope he does, because if this doesn't happen, that's the thing. If Andre and Benavidez doesn't happen, Andre, who are you going to fight then, man? Who's next? Caleb Plant would be amazing too. But Caleb Plant got some business to handle with Mal Charlo, man. You see what I'm saying? All these other guys got other things going on. Who's next then? You know? What, Berlanga? Something like that, man? You know? Eric Gar says here, Silver, yes. Okay, you guys going back for this. No, but let me read it. Needs to be respect, though. Does he need to fight Does he need to fight better? I don't have a problem with that. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's my thing on it. That's all with Andre. He needs to fight better competition. That's all. I think he's overtrained. Who is overtrained? Can you check? Can you kind of clarify? I'm behind the chat. So sorry, guys. Seawood, I only see Spence being a bit better at 54, but yeah, of course. I agree. 100%. 100%. He might be a bit better. I definitely agree on that. I definitely agree. He'll be more acclimated to his, weight, to his natural body, what his body's begging for him to do, which is move up with Spence. But yeah, I think the outcome will be the same. I will. And I'm going to stand on that all day, man. All day. I don't care how the press conference looks. I don't care. Okay, watch this. I don't care if they're wearing Air Force Ones. I don't know where this comes from, LeVar. I don't know if you could somebody clarify it in the chat. What is this whole Air Force One thing about? I don't get carried away with that stuff. What the freak does the type of shoe you're wearing in a press conference determine how you're going to fight? Okay. I don't get it with people getting carried away with that. Oh my gosh, he's wearing Air Force One. He's going to really fight now. What is that about, LeVar? Can you educate me?
Well, there's like speculation going around talking about like Bud wants to be like Spence. He's jealous of Spence and all that stuff. So they're saying that Bud wants to pretty much be where Spence is. So that it was just how everybody puts in their 2 cents about things, right. Stuff like that. I mean, I just think that that's not the case. Bud respects Spence, and Spence respects Bud. People in the media, fans, they just take it out of proportion sometimes, man, and they let things get carried away. But Bud is his own man. And guess what? Bud is the man. So once again, I was pulling for Spence, but at the end of the day, I understand the situation. The situation is that he beat Earl. You got to give that man respect.
Yep.
Just that. It is what it is. Get the man the respect that he deserves. He did things that some of us said that he would not do. Give the man the respect.
Big facts. Eric R says here, he do need. Yeah, of course he does. That's true. He's on Showtime. He's going to put him through the fire. I hope they do, man, because this is the fight. This is the fight for Andre. To prove all the naysayers wrong, like me, as far as with the opponents. That's all. What was Spence's best performance? Porter, Danny? Oh, man, I'm not even going to get into that little debate there. Come on, man. Come on, Silver.
I can answer it.
Go ahead.
Algieri.
There you go. That was a wonderful performance, man, against see what it says here. If AJ can't recapture his jabbing ways with Bud, yep, he takes another L. Bud's been studying this. This is the thing about it, man. The question is this. Well, no, he won't recapture that because in 3 months, no. What he's been doing for years, no way. That I just see it all wrong, man. For Spence having an immediate rematch with Bud, it's just Bud's gonna pick him apart, probably stronger because Bud's gonna be stronger at 54. Just facts. He would. That's facts, bro. Black Star says here, EJ made the fight easy for Bud. For many mistakes. Yeah. Too many mistakes, of course. It was just the worst I've ever seen Spence in my life. The worst I've ever seen him in my life. The worst. Eric R says here, Spence best performances to me was Brook, Ugas. Oh yeah, Bundu was a beat down. Ooh, that was beautiful. Body shots, man. Yeah, man. I mean, it's different for everyone, right? Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. And Brook was a war, man. I take nothing away from Spence's performances, man. No way. Silver says here, I think Spence should just a new trainer altogether. I don't think a new trainer altogether. He's been with him forever to grow on a new trip. I mean, just maybe an extra trainer, yes, but a new one altogether, I don't think so. He got to where he is because of Derek James. We can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? He got to where he is thanks to Derek. You know what I'm saying? And also Mel got to where he is thanks to Derek. So I mean, Derek, he's an intelligent, amazing coach. I can't knock him. I cannot knock Derek so much like that. You know what I'm saying? These performances stand out. Yeah, definitely. Silver, Virgil Horner, and Derek James in the same camp. Sounds expensive. He got the money, though. He got the money, man. Eric R. Blu-ray needs to be more humble vocally. I think that affects their reunion. Let the results speak for yourself. Hey, I feel you, man. I feel you. No, I feel you. But, Blu-ray, he did help Spence out in a lot of fights, man. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? And with conditioning. So, No, I feel you though. I feel you. See what my favorite arrow for Algeria, that hand manipulation was. It was beautiful, beautiful what he did against Algeria. Wonderful stuff, man. It could be expensive, but it would be worth it. Yeah, exactly. James and Hunter would have to get along. Hunter would have to understand. Excuse me, my. Yeah, so it would be a nice compliment. I don't think knock off Derek James though. Bud probably walks around 160, 170, possibly. I don't know. I really don't know. But I know this though. I know this. Bud he's in freaking check always. Bud is always in check. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, man. Ice Cube, you already know that. Check yourself. And Bud always checks himself. Always, and I respect that. Of course, he still has his hands up there. Oh. See what? But entertain the clamor, which only furthers the peanut gallery chattering. Right. There you go. Yeah. No, yeah, I got you, C-Wood. That's facts, bro. Facts. Eric R says here, if Mel can box and be disciplined 8-9 rounds and not get tired. I mean, that's the thing, the weight, bro. And not gas out, because that weight is gonna do something on your body, on your stamina, man. I want to see what it's gonna do though. Puncher's chance. I think you're talking about Mel, maybe. Eric R says here, not gonna lie, Mel's long torso will be a huge target. Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. And then the thing, nobody talked about it. And I was gonna push a video. I said it in the last session when LeVar brought this up, the ring thing. I was gonna push a video on it right after the Ryder and Canelo fight. That was a tiny ring, bro. And if that's going to be the case with Canelo, which most likely will be with this Mel fight, yeah, it's going to be a small ring, bro. It's going to be designed for Canelo to win, man. It's going to be designed for him to win. Spence all about that money now. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Maybe it is, bro. Maybe it is. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
Hey, we need, big bro, we need to get J.A. Dixon up here one day too, man, because him and I be talking.
Yeah, we said it before, bro. Get to my email, J.A. Dixon. I'm going to throw it out here.
But
go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, yeah, he's about the money too, but that whooping that he took, trust me, and in front of his family, just think about it. He's like, we got to run that back, gang. We got to run it back. And then when he asked his son, as a man, as a father, when I saw that, I put myself in Spence's shoes. I have kids. I was like, wow, that hurt. That hurt me. For your son to say, yeah, Dad, yeah. He was like, should I run it back, gang? Yeah. That says a lot. So it's like him making a promise to his son. And us as fathers, man, when we make a promise to our kids, we're going to make it happen. Errol just got a couple of things to tweak. But once again, I said, I would love to see Virgil Hunter in there. Virgil Hunter said some things to me or not to me, but in an interview that he did with Showtime, with Fight Hype. And he just said, for instance, Andre Ward. Andre Ward never knew how to take a break from training. Errol Spence. Earl training in that heat in Dallas doesn't help him, because Virgil Hunter brought up another point. If you go back to All Access leading up to the fight, after Earl was done training, he was flopped down in front of a fan. And then trying to go over to that Vegas heat, 2 different heats. And only thing Earl knows how to do is grind doing training. Virgil Hunter said that's good, but you got to learn how to take a break. And when he finally got Andre Ward to understand that you have to take a break, where's Andre Ward at right now? I think he's in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I definitely want a coach like that in my camp. It can work. Just tell him what his responsibilities are. Virgil Hunter will respect that. And even in the interview, he didn't step over Derek James's toes. So the respect between both coaches are there. I just think that he just needs more eyes in his camp to help mold and shape him. Definitely get Blu-ray, and I do understand. But Blu-ray is gonna push Earl to the limit. Blu-ray is not just gonna stand there and watch EJ do the work. Blu-ray is gonna do it with him. EJ has to want to push himself and not get into it with Blu-ray. Because there might be some things that EJ don't want to do with Blu-ray, but Blu-ray is gonna force him to do it so that he can be great and be back to what he used to be. There's no personal beef between EJ and Blu-ray. It's on record. Sometimes you just don't get that phone call. It happens in baseball, minor leagues. You could be down there killing it. You might not get that call to come up to the majors. We just don't know. Listen, y'all, boxing is not the only sport that I know. I watch NFL, I watch college football. I like all kinds of sports, man. But at the end of the day, we don't know. Blu-ray has gone on record. There's no bad blood. Hey, I've gone to a cookout. I brought my kids. We cool. He said he just didn't call me. You got to understand, Blu-ray is going to push EJ to the limits. Some fighters don't like that. But in order to get to where you need to be and where you used to be, you gotta go out of the norm. You gotta make yourself feel uncomfortable. Because then when it comes to grind time and come to the big fight, you know how to deal with that pressure or that feeling uncomfortable, if that makes sense. We just have to wait and see.
Definitely. And, Blu-ray speaking from a trainer's point of view, you know what I'm saying? So he wants to push Spence. And that's what I love about, Blu-ray. He trains with Spence. He trains with them side by side, man. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see that, if Spence will do what he wants, but it would be nice to see Blu-ray back in there, man. Definitely with Spence, man. For this next fight, Jay Dixon says here, the more Bud talks, the more he sounds and looks like an opportunist. And he seems to want Mel to do a bunch of work and then fight him or Tank. Fight, shake my head. I don't know, bro. I think he really does want the Mel fight, though, man. I really do think. But that's the thing. He did entertain. That's what I'm saying. He did entertain the Tank thing, but Mayweather ain't going to let him do that, man. Mayweather ain't going to let Mayweather freaking Tank go up there and fight Bud. Yeah, right. No way. That's just jokeable, man. But no, I don't know, bro. I think he really does want to fight Mel, though, man. I really do think he does. I think he will want to fight. He's going to want to fight Mel, man. I think he's just waiting on Mel. He has Canelo, you know what I'm saying? So I think Bud's just waiting. Oh, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. There's a personal thing going on there. You know what I'm saying? And I think when it gets personal with Bud, ain't no stopping this guy. He want to get you. JC, what's up, my guy? Hey, go subscribe, my guy, JC, right there, the author. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, JC, thanks so much for being. We also got Sirat Ya Israel. What's going on? TWT. Fam, thank you guys so much for jumping in the building, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. The whole TWT team also always supporting, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome, man. Jay Dixon says here, Black Air. Yeah, because I don't understand this. Okay, thank you for breaking this down. Okay. Black Air Force One energy. Tough, rough, dangerous, criminal, do you dirty. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. That's the Air Force One explanation. Okay. I had no idea, bro. That's why I asked the question. What the heck does this have to do with, okay, I got you. So Black Air Force One, tough, rough, dangerous, criminal, do you dirty. Okay, I got you. Wow, I had no idea, bro. Thanks so much for enlightening me on that. Jay Dixon, I showed you this before, bro. There it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So get at us, man. See what it says here. But even his son paused before answering. I didn't know that. Okay. That was in the epilogue, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't see the epilogue, man. I gotta see it. I heard it was heartbreaking too.
Hey, salute to Seawood, man. Yeah, I think his son was trying to understand what his dad was asking, but Seawood, man, you hilarious, bro.
We got Jay Dixon say here, gotcha. I just came back from a deep sea fishing vacation. Oh man, that would have been fun. Yeah, email us. Okay. That would have been fun, bro. Oh my gosh. Deep, what'd you catch, man? Did you catch anything? What'd you catch? That sounds like fun and scary. That would be scary to go down in that deep sea. Whoa, that sounds scary, bro. So we got here, see, we're laughing at. Okay, man. We got to make time for Oscar Valdez and Navarrete. Come on, fam. Come on. Please watch this fight, you guys. You guys like action? Y'all like to see fights? This is the fight to see, man. And I'm going to try to watch Antoine Russell, too. I'm going to be going back and forth. Typical fun fight nights. So, yeah, we got to make time for this, bro. Oscar Valdez and Navarrete, man. Okay. My prediction I'm just gonna make right now. I don't care. I'll make a prediction. Because the fight's freaking tomorrow. I have to. Okay, so Oscar Valdez Navarrete. After Valdez knocked out Burchell wasn't the same. He was not the same. Navarrete went down. He's gone down before against this Wilson, this Australian guy. Wow, Liam Wilson, that dude got some skills, man. These underdogs, ladies and gentlemen, that's why I say we got to pay attention to these fights that are not maybe, mega fights or the biggest stars in the world. I don't care. Karen gave proms for Jerome Ennis. Sandor gave proms to freaking Teofimo Lopez. There was a recent fight that I can't think of right now, gave proms. Oh, yeah, to Regis Prograis. Whoever that dude's name was, I don't know who it was, but he gave proms for Regis Prograis, man. And I'll say it with all due respect, whoever that dude's name is. I suck with names. You already know me. Wilson, that fought Navarrete, and Navarrete's last fight gave problems for Navarrete. He knocked down Navarrete, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez. Oscar Valdez, getting back to that. Oscar Valdez, he knocked out Burchell. Burchell wasn't the same, man. Oscar Valdez, man, I think has the skills to catch Navarrete, man. He has the skills because Navarrete hasn't corrected the defense problem, man. I love his style, though. It's weird, okay? Navarrete's style, and I say it with all due respect, that's why a lot of people love watching him. He just goes and he throws the hooks out of nowhere. He leaps in with hooks, and it's just like, he's like this, and, it's a weird style, bro, but it gets the job done. It's fun to watch. It's exciting. Oscar Valdez is more calculated, but like I said, Oscar Valdez's last fight against Adam Lopez, it was just in there. Boom. He just wanted to make a statement. And it was a tough fight for Oscar Valdez against Adam Lopez. Adam Lopez got some decent skills, man. So this fight here, man, I see it going out like this. I've been talking about this fight. And let's just, man, come on, ladies and gentlemen. You got to hear me out. I've been talking about this fight. You got to go to the channel about a year ago. This fight was originally planned, but for whatever reason, it just canceled. Whatever happened, postponed, whatever the freak happened. I like this fight, man. And I've talked about it the first time I talked about this a long time ago. I really want to see this fight. I do. I got Oscar Valdez more of the skilled fighter, more of the methodical fighter, but he can't get emotional because Navarrete, he's going to get, if he falls into the Navarrete type of fight, it's going to be fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. You got to tune into this. I know some people may be like, screw Top Rank, but come on now, fam. This is going to be a fun fight. This is going to be a fun fight because there's no other fights out there this weekend that you can watch. So why not watch this fight? I think I got Oscar Valdez KO and Navarrete, man. I think I do because Navarrete is going to go in there with his awkwardness and just, go in there open like this with an uppercut, leap in with the jab like this, like Superman. I love Navarrete, but when he does that, I think Oscar's going to go, with the right hook, you're going to go down, buddy, because Navarrete has been down before and recently with Wilson power. I'm not undermining Wilson. No, we got to pay attention to these underdogs that are coming up who no one knows. Man, these guys are showing up and showing out, man. I want to see Wilson fight again. But anyways, yeah, man, Oscar Valdez, I think, is going to get in there and catch him, and it's going to be night for Navarrete, man. Yeah, Seawood. This is going to be war. That's what, you know what, Seawood, that's funny you say it like that because the first video I pushed with Oscar and Navarrete when it was originally scheduled a long time ago, months and months and months ago, bro. I pushed a video. I was so excited about it, and I put war in the background. I made the thumbnail, and I put war. Just that, bro. This is going to be beautiful. Beautiful Saturday night. I can't wait for tomorrow. LeVar, what's your general thing on this whole Oscar Navarrete fight?
You brought up some really great points, big bro. Navarrete, I've caught a couple of his fights. I'm like, man, this guy's he brings it non-stop punching. At the time he was taking some shots. But his last fight he did get dropped. And this fight will remind you of Valdez versus Burchell. I'm picking Navarrete's good. I think he's gonna be right there in front of Valdez throwing punches. But his defense is just shaky. The thing about Valdez, he has that high guard. And he used that high guard against Burchell. I really think this is gonna be a repeat of that fight. Like I said, I like Navarrete. You remember when I first seen him, I had messaged you about it, Renee, and I was like, "Oh, this guy's
Yeah,
legit.
man.
He's dangerous." But he's been taking some hits. He was dropped in his last fight. Valdez is gonna play smart. He's gonna fight smart. He's gonna come in there with the high guard. I think he's gonna be more of a counter puncher. I have Valdez by knockout between round 7 and from round 7 through 10. That's where I see a knockout happening. So we're gonna have to wait and see tomorrow night. But I just think that this fight is tailor made. It will be a war, but I just think that Valdez will be able to make Navarrete pay, especially punching in between shots and catching shots and things of that nature, man. So I have Valdez by knockout between round 7 through 10.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah, because the thing about it is he's not going to correct the defense thing, man. He's not going to correct that, So that's kind of like the sad thing about it. That's the sad thing about fighters. They just don't correct some things. It's just like freaking what's his dude's name? Golden Boy guy. What was his name, man?
Ramirez.
I can't believe he slipped my mind. Golden Boy fighter.
Which one?
How did he slip my Munguia? There you go. Munguia.
Oh, Jaime Munguia.
The worst defense I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like they don't correct it. You know what I'm saying? What kind of coaches are you? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to downsize anybody, but it's just like, dude, you got to work on the defense, bro. And Navarrete, he has not. I don't know why. I don't know why, bro. But if you're not going to work on that defense, that's what makes me predict a knockout. Go ahead, LeVar. I saw you.
No, I mean, you're exactly right, big bro. I mean, if you can't. Can you fix defense? Yes. But the way that Navarrete fights, no. It's only a matter of time that Valdez will catch him. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about Navarrete, he's let me say this right. He's too offensive a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that with Valdez. Like Spence should have done that with Bud, because Bud is a counterpuncher. You can fire shots, but you got to weather the storm and let Bud do his thing, because he'll pick you apart. So at the end of the day, I really think that's what Valdez is going to do. I think he's going to be more of a counterpuncher and trying to catch Valdez between shots, because that defense of Navarrete is suspect.
No, this is key what Siwad's saying. This is freaking key right here. Navarrete ain't no Shakur. Facts. So Valdez is my pick if he remains. This is the key. If he remains focused and unemotional, because Valdez can get emotional, man. And that's the problem. That's the problem with Valdez. If he gets hit, man, he's just going to go at you and, he's going to start fighting. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem here. And Valdez, Navarrete's the type of guy to pick at you to get emotional. He's going to be punching you. He's going to be roughing you up, and it's going to get Valdez mad. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to be like, oh, man, what? And they're just going to go. There's going to be a moment, LeVar, of wonderfulness here. That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to see this fight, bro. I'm so excited for tomorrow night. And also, again, Gary Antoine Russell. We're going to see some Gary Antoine Russell. Like I said, I don't know who this dude's fighting, man. I really don't know who his opponent is, but I think Gary Antoine Russell, I don't know where he is on the rankings, but I think he's going to have to get his shot soon, bro. He's going to have to get his shot soon. Gary Antoine Russell, man. Can you check that, LeVar? Who's he fighting?
So Gary Antoine Russell, he's fighting Kent Cruz. Kent Cruz's record is 16-0 with three draws with 10 knockouts. It's going to be a 10-round junior welterweight, and it's going to be on Showtime.
Oh, okay. He's fighting an undefeated fighter. I don't know who this guy Kent is, but hey, like I said, these underdogs who we don't know, they show up and show out sometimes. These guys that we don't know, man, I mean, fame doesn't equal skills. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I want to watch this Gary Antoine Russell fight, man. I mean, he's moving up the ladder, and I want to see him fight tomorrow night. So I'm going to be between both fights. I'm going to see checking the times in between both freaking fights, man. Definitely. One quick thing I wanted to bring out here real quick before I go. We got almost 2 hours in, man. My goal was to be 2 hours on here at least, okay? Because I want to talk about all these things, man. So it was short, but it was definitely worth talking about. Oscar Valdez, Navarrete, I got Oscar by knockout. It's going to be fireworks. Don't freaking miss it. Getting back to what we were talking about earlier, I think it was a mention out there with Regis and Haney. LeVar, Regis and Haney, man, these dudes got to freaking fight. I'm tired of the back and forth stuff online. I get to a point, it's like, man, just freaking fight already. You know what I'm saying? It looked like Haney and Regis was official. But now Regis is coming out and saying, the contract, I signed for this date, and it looks like, Haney wants to move it around. I don't know what's going on. Haney, whatever, they're just playing games, whatever. Regis is at the point, it looks like, where he's like, you know what? Forget you, Haney. I'm out of here. I'm going to go do Sandor or Adrian Broner. Man, what do you think? What should Regis do, man?
I mean, if they're trying to change the date on him after he originally signed a contract, I mean, that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if I was Regis, when it comes down to it, if it's something that you're not liking, you have every right to pull out of the fight. But these guys are so worried about being labeled as a duck. You got to do what's best for you and your family. Now, my thing is this. I wish fighters will stop doing that. We need to start evening up the level field. That's like when Floyd Mayweather fought Miguel Cotto at 154, right? What did Floyd tell Miguel Cotto during the face-off? He said, I don't want to catch weight. I want him at 154 where he's comfortable. I don't want him to lose any weight. I want him comfortable for the fight. That's what Floyd said. Go back and look at it. Max Kellerman was asking them questions. Floyd wanted Miguel Cotto to be comfortable, and Miguel Cotto gave Floyd a fight of a century, man. That was a great fight.
Yes, it was.
These fighters, man, hey, don't try to do anything to get the advantage. Make it an even playing field, man. That's what's gonna get the fans to tune in more. Is when the playing field is even. Don't change the date after you already done signed the contract. Exactly. You don't do that, man. You don't do that. That's how I feel about it. I just think that if Regis, if they continue to try to play these games with Regis, then hey, just step away if you have to. You got to do what's best for you, man. We're not paying your bills. We're not sending you money for you to be taking care of your family. You got to. I mean, yes, we do watch the fights and go to the fights, yes. But at the end of the day, he has to do what's best for him. He already signed a contract. That's a binding deal right there. Don't do that. If he has to move on, move on.
That's facts. At first, I didn't like what I heard, but then I was like, wait a second. He signed. Haney, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Regis was saying. It's like, what are you doing? What's going on with the Regis? What's going on with Haney? What are they doing? What's Haney's team doing? What are the games they're playing? And now I'm looking at Haney. It's like, okay, what is really going on? You know what I'm saying? Because at first, I was excited about this. When there were talks and blah, 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 Regis and Haney, I was like, yes, we're seeing another freaking amazing fight, dude. This is wonderful, But now this comes out recently. This just recently came out. Regis Progress saying this and expressing what's going on. I was like, what? Come on, man. And it sounds like, Regis Progress, and he has the right, like you just said, LeVar. That's why I wanted to hear from you, hear what you got to say about it. He does have the right. He signed for a date, and if Haney don't respect that date, bro, what the freak are we playing here? You know what I'm saying? He does have the right to pull out. You know what I'm saying? So, and those would be the options. Sandor, because he said it. He said, if not, I'm just gonna move on, man. I'll see you later, and I'll go for my mandatory Sandor or Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Navarrete says, sorry, Navarrete. Oh my gosh, I said Navarrete says here in the chat. We got Jay Dixon says, he says facts, respect the sport. That's facts.
Respect.
Yeah. But the thing about it, LeVar, is this, bro. How frequently do we see an even playing field for fighters when it comes to fights and freaking matchmaking? You know what I'm saying?
Who knows, man? The sport of boxing is like, you remember back, I want to say, big bro, maybe it was like 3 years ago when it was me, you, the late great Kurt Anderson, and Bruce. We were all on here together. Kurt and Bruce were saying that, the sport of boxing has been corrupt for many decades.
Facts.
We don't know what goes on behind the scenes. We just don't know. We don't see it. So at the end of the day, man, do we do we get to see some fights that are on an even playing field? Sometimes, but not a lot. We just don't know what these fighters are trying to do by getting the extra advantage. Man, I don't know, man. Regis has to do what's best for him. That's all I can say. It's only Regis knows. But like with my fellow Devil Dog J.A. Dixon, salute to J.A. Dixon. It's like what he said in his right there. Hey, respect the sport and the fight. That's it. Devin Haney and Devin Haney, dude, you signed a contract, man. You can't go back against your word. You signed a contract. You got to honor that contract for the date that you signed for. Come on, man. Let's not do that. Because at the end of the day, Regis doesn't have to give up anything because you're fighting at 140. You're fighting for his belt.
The champ, exactly.
Just saying.
Yep, Regis should be the A side if I'm not mistaken, right? He should be the one, you know what I'm saying, calling the shots right there. I don't know, but I don't know what's going on with the contracts and all that stuff. So Jay Dixon says here, I still don't hear Regis trying to make the fight with. Yeah, I know, bro. Yeah, that should have been before. that should have happened already. Yeah. It should have been in the news nowadays. Regis versus Matias, November. But yeah, that sucks, bro. Yeah, I can't say. And that's kind of what makes me look also at Regis like, what are you talking about? Sandor and freaking AB. Go unify, bro. But he knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
I'm surprised. I'm just saying this. I'm surprised that nobody's picking on Rolly.
Oh. Okay, no, wait. Now, that's funny you bring that up. I didn't even bring up Rolly. I wasn't even thinking about Rolly at 140. It's because I think, LeVar, they see him, and I say this with all due respect, bro. You know, I don't have to repeat myself so many times, ladies and gentlemen. All these fighters I respect. But the way I see fighters look at Rolly, they're like, dude, champ, man. You're just go sit down somewhere. That's how I see these fighters look at freaking Rolly, bro. Go do something. I think they look at Rolly like that, bro. I mean, I'm Rolly. I respect. Follow the channel. I've called some of his fights on the channel because I like watching him fight. I love watching fights, but Rolly, they're not mentioning Rolly because they're like, what do we got to mention about him? You know what I'm saying? You got a belt, but I don't know. What do you think about that?
No, I'm surprised, and I get it. I get it that I know there was talks of Ryan Garcia and Rolly, but I understand that Ryan Garcia lost a Tank, and he has to take some time off, before he can get back in the ring. But I'm just surprised that these fighters aren't jumping at Rolly, especially at Rolly's last performance.
Because I don't think Rolly will fight these guys, man. It's just I don't think he just wants a big fight. Ryan Garcia, big money, big fight. That's all he wants. I don't see Rolly fighting for legacy, man. He's not that type of guy.
No. Yeah, I get that, but at the end of the day, let's be honest here, everybody. Let's just be honest. Rolly is not going to change the way that he fights at all. He's not going to improve on anything. And if I'm wrong, chat, Renee, please tell me I'm wrong. Because he fights the same way every single time. Now
especially
he's up at
with Bullet. He sticks with Bullet, bro.
Correct. So if I was in 140, I will be licking my chops to try to fight Rolly. I get it. I got it. Rolly can punch, yes, but Rolly's not technical like these other fighters that we see at 140. Somebody better grab that belt before Tio or somebody else. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's true. He's the easiest champ right now. He's for the pickings, as a matter of fact. He's the easiest champ to beat right now.
He's ripe for the picking.
Big facts. That's
right. That's right.
What's up? Go ahead.
Go ahead, big bro. Go ahead.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, so Rolly should fight Blair. Oh, my gosh, dude. Woo! And I think he has to fight. There you go. That's right. I totally forgot about that, bro. Thank you so much for bringing that up. That's facts. That's facts. He has to fight O'Hara Davis. They're real quiet on that. They better get to signing freaking contracts, man, because they're real quiet on that. It's been for a minute that whole issue's been going on. So take care of freaking business. And O'Hara Davis, I wonder how that fight would go out. But, we got to see it being official. Hopefully it will be. Yeah, that's a decent fight for Rolly. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I forgot.
After that, yeah, but after that, I think if they fight, and let's just say, theoretically speaking, freaking Rolly wins, he's going to go for Ryan, man. I mean, I don't think there's going to be no unification going on, or it sucks, but I want to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's true, bro. Thanks so much for reminding us, Jay Dixon. Mac of the South. Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Mac of the South, what's going on, my guy? Be careful in your work, my guy. You already know, bro. Thanks so much for jumping in. He says, about to head to Maui, Hawaii. Oh, dude, you're going to go there. Prayers up for Hawaii, man. Dang, bro, you're going over there. Wow. Be safe, please, Mac. Prayers up for Mac of the South and all the workers that are over there in Hawaii. Prayers up for Hawaii, man. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up, everybody. Throw out your, prayers out there in your daily lives or what have you. Lift up Hawaii. Lift up Mac of the South, bro. Dang, you're going over there, bro. Be careful, please, bro. Stay alert, my guy. Be safe, please, man. He says major fires burning. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been seeing it on social media. That's insanity, bro. No power in the city. It looks like apocalypse over there, bro. 55 people dead, 1,000 people missing. Gosh, bro. That's tragic. There's no words. I don't understand, bro. What's going on? It's just overnight things started happening over there. That's family prayers up for my guy here, man. And obviously from Hawaii and the people there, those who lost loved ones. That's just horrific, bro. Horrific. Jeez, on such a little island, man. Eric R says here, Rolly is a belt holder. It's costing them more money to keep him from losing. Yeah, it's the business. Yeah, it just all boils down to that many times in the sport. It's a business. So they're taking care of Rolly, man. They're taking care of him, man. Yeah, definitely, man. Be safe over there, man. Yeah, be safe, bro. When are you going, bro? When are you going? Tomorrow, today, this weekend? When are you going, bro? Yeah, stay safe, please, bro. Stay safe, man. So yeah, man. Yeah, Rolly, man, he has that business to take care of. So we'll see if they're gonna fight, man. O'Hara Davis. So yeah, praying. Thank you guys. Yeah, lift up them prayers, man. Definitely. Yeah, so yeah, that's Rolly. That's Rolly. So yeah, we'll see what's up for him, man. And we'll see what's going on with his progress, what's next for him. And so that's about it, man. That pretty much concludes this session. My objective was 2 hours at least. Thank you, man. Yes, we got it, man. I wanted to do 2 hours because we had a lot to say, man. And there's more out there, but I got to go do some stuff right now. I got to eat some breakfast. I didn't even really know breakfast yet. I had a nice coffee. LeVar, thank you so much for jumping up in here, bro. Last words, my guy.
No, hey, I need to get some lunch, man. I'm sitting up here drinking my Milo sweet tea, so I need to get some lunch too. Big bro, hey man, thanks for going live, man. You know that I appreciate you, everything that you have and you currently do for me. So thank you, Renee. Nothing but love. Everybody in the chat, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the love and the support that you've shown myself and Renee over the years and that y'all still do. We wouldn't be where we're at without you. So I just want to say that we are appreciative, grateful, and humble for all the blessings that y'all do for us, man. Getting the channel's name out there. So we are grateful. Take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth. Remember, always check up on your family and your friends because I'm all about mental health. You never know what that person is going through. If you're going through something, make sure you get the right help as well. There's nothing wrong with getting help. That's because that help is going to get you better. It's going to make you better. Other than that, take care of yourself. Until next time, we'll see you.
Definitely, man. We appreciate each and every one of you. Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing. Yes. Love you all, man. And just like what my guy LeVar said, safety first, man. Mental health, everything, man. On all your support. Super chats are not established yet or whatever. It's because I still got to do the watch hour stuff. But hey, we'll get it soon, man. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys so much, man. Renee Boxing. Hey, jam to the beat, fam.